Hello, and welcome to 5 Footstep. We are an actual play show brought to you by the folks at RMI TV and the Melbourne Dungeons & Dragons Adventures League. We are here tonight to tell a story together, so it's only fitting that I first acknowledge the oldest storytellers on this land and their ongoing culture of telling stories together, which continues to this day. We meet tonight on the unceded lands of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, and I pay my respects to their elders, past, present, and emerging. Always was and always will be Aboriginal land. Before I begin, I would like to mention that we take consent and respect seriously, and as such, we have included safety tools in our game. We have invited the players to share any lines and veils they would like implemented prior to the show. Additionally, we also have X cards on the table, which can be used at any time to ensure the safety of all players. Our story this season brings us to the remote island of Chult, a place where dinosaurs still roam the vast jungles, and danger and excitement lurks around every corner. Fear and panic is spreading through the world as any magic that can bring a creature back from the dead has suddenly stopped working, and those who have previously been brought back are withering and dying again. Welcome to 5 Footstep, Episode 3, A Walk in the Park. Nestled in the relative safety of the walls of Port Nyanzaru, our heroes have uncovered the seeds of an insidious plot and embraced the city's culture with a thrilling dinosaur and daring and dangerous dinosaur race. Our adventure today picks up right where we left off, following the trail of a mysterious satchel that promises to shed more light on the mysterious happenings in the city. We find ourselves in an inn called the Mossy Rock, with our heroes, some new, some old, and now we're going to introduce them to you. We start with Joel. Please introduce yourself to us, and would you tell us how was your morning? Introduce your character and how was their morning today?
Sure. Hi, I'm Joel. I'll be playing Demayet. He is a Yuan-Ti wizard down from the Moonsea region, from where he comes from, down in Chult because he's been turned into a Yuan-Ti due to some, profane shenanigans up in the Moonsea region. But yeah, right now, currently looking for ways to get out of Port Nyanzaru into the jungles because Yuan-Ti aren't normally found in the city proper, but otherwise keeping to himself in the corner of the inn.
Thank you, Joel. And then we have Hugh.
My name is Hugh. I'm playing a small turtle druid named Roar. He's a dirt enthusiast, and he was doing his morning dig, and he's feeling great, actually. All pumped up, ready to go.
Thank you, Hugh. And then we have Brendan. Please introduce your character.
Hello, I'm Brendan. I'm playing Quinlan Loranath, aka Quinn. She's a Shadar-kai acolyte of the Raven Queen, and she's kind of a pallid-looking elf with long white hair and yellow bird-like eyes. She wears this light purple and black armor with these black feathers that are kind of collected up around her shoulders and chest and back, which kind of make her look like a little bit of a puffed up bird. She finds herself in Chult because looking for signs of what the will of the Raven Queen is, she followed a raven onto a boat in Waterdeep. Honestly, for a week or two, she questioned whether or not that was the right choice and whether she just randomly followed a bird onto a boat. And but arriving in Chult, she found there's some profane things going on as we've mentioned. The matter of life and death has been perverted here. So she's kind of been like wandering around trying to look for other signs, trying to read into anything what the Raven Queen wants her to do. She hasn't quite worked out exactly what that is, but she's having a kind of confusing morning. She's finally kind of checked into this inn and had a good night's rest for the first time in a while. And she's kind of met a few people around, so she's starting to feel like she's getting it together, but she's kind of staring at her breakfast, trying to work out if that is a sign or not, or if it was just burnt bacon.
And last but not least, we have Donna.
Hi, I'm Donna, and I'm playing Get Out, a Kenku bard. Get Out is still high and excited from having a big fly last week, but she's also kind of given a side eye to this blondie who thinks she looks like a bird.
That's a sign right there, you know.
Yeah,
Raven
that's
walking
it.
around.
There's another bird in here,
Yeah.
a raven nonetheless.
Yeah.
So, I mean, look, that must be a good sign.
Yeah. So now you guys are here at the Mossy Rock. You are having a lovely post-Dirt Dig breakfast, still, you know, being treated as like the champions of the race. And perhaps you as newcomers notice that these people clearly don't look Chultan, and the locals are like, when they see them, like, hey, and they're really, really happy to see them. And you notice that this attention is sort of like pretty universal to everyone here. In walks through the door a Tabaxi woman who you would both, well, I think, I'm not sure if you've met her, but you would recognize as Screaming Wind, in tow, escorted by 2 guards, and is like, very much like on the alert almost. And upon spotting you, goes, champions! Well, champion, where are your friends? No matter. I have some important news. You thought your work was done with that satchel? Oh no, it's not. There's a gasp. And she says, is it just you? Because we've got a lead on the origins of this satchel and the secret item that was in it, she says, whispering perhaps a little too loudly.
I'm just kind of leaning in a little bit, trying to be like,
Yeah, what was that?
I think this is something
Is this, are you also one of the, no, yes, I recognize you.
This
You
is
won.
new friend.
Yes, this is new friend. I don't know where your other friends are, but this might be a job for more than just you two. Are you good for it?
Oh,
we
yes.
might need,
Okay.
We might need more adventurers, though, she says. It is a bit of a,
Get
She
Out
starts
raises,
looking
raises
around.
her hand
Yeah.
and is like, adventures needed!
I stand on the table and it's like, free dirt for anyone who goes and comes.
Screaming Wind. Screaming Wind, sorry.
Demate kind of stands up, looking for no. Sits back down.
Screaming Wind looks very like alert in a, you know, it's like, is that a good idea? I don't know.
The dirt is not necessary, but I am in search of purpose. Can I help in some way?
Yes, there is lots of purpose to be found here for the good of Jalt, she says, very, very hyped up.
That's probably good too. All right.
Well, are they with you?
They can be with us.
That sounds good enough for me, she says.
Are you sure?
Very loud whispers all around.
Are we sure we should be with them?
Well, this one
Forgot her voice.
is a raven of some kind. I think that's a good sign. Well,
Yes,
yeah,
well, you would.
Yes, so we match, and if anything is a sign that I've seen so far, it's probably that.
Okay, all right. She says, all right, just huddle in a bit, because this is, you know, we don't want to be so yappy about this. She tells you that, so, you remember the satchel that you gave Sogiren, you know, with the Wanderlust, she says.
Yeah?
Now, we've gotten a lead on the satchel. I'm assuming you know what, I'm assuming you can keep up with all of this, right? Questions
it later.
I've seen satchels before.
Yes,
yes.
yes, very good. That covers most of it, yes. And so, Wanderlust, this is a strange alchemical substance, is probably what is causing all the strange incidents around Chult, you know.
Like what?
You see Screaming Wind is about to say the next thing, is like, oh, one moment. This, and she thinks, the last one was also a Yuanti. She does like the math, of, like, there was a Yuanti. Okay, it's probably fine. There have been poisonings and other things and lots of strange things going along in Chult, perpetrated by a Yuanti, she says.
Not from here.
Okay,
I'm
all right.
Not, well, I was human once, but a dragon turned me into this.
That's very interesting.
That's
but
old
beside the
tale.
point. All right, so
Yeah,
that sounds
not
good.
for tonight.
That sounds good. Not that you got drunk, but that. Well, anyway, she tells you, and she says, "Well, see, the statue we had, the satchel we had found also contained a strange statue to Dendar, the night serpent.
It was a jade statue.
Yes, yes, yes. And Dendar, the night serpent. So that kind of gives us a clue that, ties it to that we're not just profiling the Yuan-Ti out of nowhere, okay? There is reason for this, she says. And she tells you that, you see here, and she points to the distinct circular emblem on the statue. This is specifically the marking of an artisan from the satchel shop in Mala's throat. And this is probably where whoever had, gone through the lengths of concealing the Wanderlust and whatnot, smuggled it through the satchel. So the satchel maker may know something about this. Can I entrust you, for the good of Chult, of course, to go examine the satchel shop, perhaps see if you can get any information from the satchel shop's owner, perhaps? And when she sees that no one's quite... Oh, okay.
Do you know this owner?
Vaguely. We are not specifically on speaking terms as such. I know everyone in Mala's throat. I am one of the defenders of Mala's throat, she says. But personally, no, not really. Like, we have a hello relationship.
Very well.
But if you do this for us, there will be, of course, some monetary compensation. But
That sounds good.
yes.
Can I get a favor?
What is your favor?
Can you tell me where the turtles are of Chult?
Not turtles, but like you, large.
Yeah.
Honestly, you're the first one I've seen, but I can try and find out where the rest of them. Like,
Please.
the Enclave has many ears in the jungle, and perhaps we can try and find where your turtle brethren are.
Okay.
I can't make any promises, but I will try. Thank you greatly for your assistance. Please go to the satchel shop. Now, I'm not just saying it's a satchel shop. That is literally its name, the satchel shop in Mala's throat.
A satchel's very popular here.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone can use a satchel.
I suppose
Like,
that's...
I might be in your town for a new bag, but is there more than one? Like, am I going to get confused with which satchel shop I need to go into?
I don't believe so. I think they've cornered the market by specifically calling themselves the satchel shop.
Across
Didn't you
the
say
road
that
from the
we
tote
also
shop.
have the mark of them?
Yes.
Yeah.
There is she
And the logo.
She says you will take this satchel. She gives you like the satchel that they found. You will take this satchel, and you will you will inquire about who purchased the satchel. If they know anything about the items that were smuggled in the satchel, so on and so forth. If you can find out. Mainly, we want to know where this Wanderlust is coming from. Where the people who are buying this and who are, if they know anything about the whereabouts of the people responsible for this.
Forgive me, I haven't been on this particular plane very long, and I'm keeping up so much with the satchel.
Yes.
But this Wanderlust, what is that?
It is a drug of sorts, and it is the cause of some of the mild disturbances, to say the least, happening around Chult. It is a dangerous alchemical concoction.
To be clear, are we pro or anti?
Anti.
Okay.
Good. All right.
Anti.
I'm getting it now.
Drugs are bad.
Satchel's good, drugs bad.
Yes.
Or
All right.
Satchel,
All right.
satchel bad if contains drug.
satchel neutral, but people bringing drugs in through satchel bad.
And she just kind of stares off into the distance for a minute, piecing this all together.
Yes. Now, she tells you that we must know, obviously, we must know how it is being smuggled into Port Nyanzaru, and we would like to know this quickly before another attack is made. She looks around at first and says one more thing, and she makes like a chittering cat. I can't do it. I can't do it. You know, the inhaler.
Yeah.
And from
Is
like
it because she saw a
almost-
bird?
No. From sort of like the crowd, you see something fly up and then swoop towards you, but land just like land gracefully on the table on its paws. And you see a small winged cat wearing a tiny leather satchel. This is Mau Mau. Please take her with you, and when you are ready, she will bring me. When you are ready, and when you have found information, you may put it in her little satchel. This is not the same as the from the satchel shop, but you can put it in her little satchel, and she will bring it to me, no matter how far away. She is very good for sending messages. Isn't that right, Mau Mau? She says.
I wasn't aware how important satchels were in this particular play. I feel like I've been not well prepared enough by the
It's-
church.
Did you say the
Here,
cat's got
here.
wings?
Yes.
Yeah, Get Out's like staring
Show
at the
off.
cat
Carry on.
enviously. Yeah, she's quite quite surprised by
Yeah.
that cats are allowed to have wings.
I don't think all cats have wings. It's
This
just
one does.
This one.
Yeah.
I've seen cats
She
with
doesn't.
wings before. They're very rare, though. This is, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
not the norm.
Get Out wants wings. This cat's got wings.
Yeah. So you must travel to Malar's Throat and go to the satchel shop. For those who have not been to Malar's Throat, it is sort of, you know, a little more rough around the edges than other parts of Port Nyanzaru. So just be a little careful. But, you know, we haven't had a lot of the Terrafolk attacks since you came to save us. That's good. That's good at least.
Oh, so Mala is not a person; it's a place.
It's the place that you told me about
Yeah.
the Terrafolk.
Yeah. So
place
it's
with
not
a
it's not a person; it's a place. So we're not looking for someone's throat. We're just,
Oh, it is called as such because it is in a ravine, and the buildings are built around the ravine area. So like
I have
kind of like
been
a-
here a week or two. I have been looking at a map, and I kept trying to figure out the map with, you know,
Yes.
so that bit, right. So that bit over there. Right. Chult. Oh.
All right.
Oh, right.
Is there anything else?
Wrong side of the map.
Are there any other questions? You'll be paid handsomely, of course, as mentioned. But mostly intel on how the Wanderlust is getting.
Shop info.
Send message back through
With
Satchel
wings.
Cat.
Yes. Yes. Very good.
So, I'm excited to get started.
Very good. Thank you for your assistance once more. Chult and the Emerald Enclave are very grateful to your service. And she like makes a bow and like exits backwards like that. Cool. Now you guys are having breakfast. You now have new friends.
Well, we've got new colleagues.
Yeah, new
Yeah.
colleagues. Oh,
Yeah.
not quite friends yet. Let's
At
not.
least
let's
someone
not-
that was pretending to be a bird.
This is AL, like it's colleagues,
Yeah,
only, acquaintances.
You look fine. We had a friend who looked like you before.
Oh, were they also turned into a Yuan-ti?
I don't know, but they looked like you.
probably.
I didn't ask how they got made. It's not really a
Do
polite
we know where
question.
they are?
I think they were like seeing the sights this week.
If you see a lot of boots, yeah, probably
Boots.
boots.
That's what they're
And
doing. They're trying to sell
One of
those
my
darn
friends
boots.
from up north lost her boot down here.
Oh, really?
Yes, just outside the Port Nyanzaru in a jungle in a mudslide. But yeah, if we see a boot that fits a dwarf,
I take the boot that I bought filled with dirt. It's not this one, right?
that doesn't fit a dwarf.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
All right. So you guys already kind of vaguely know how to get to Malar's Throat. But if there's anything else you'd like to do in preparation, anything you'd maybe want to ask your newfound friends, colleagues, sorry.
So, yeah. Being new to Chult, and you know, the two of you have done some adventuring or racing, I hear. How dangerous is in the city? Like, should we be, ready to cast spells? Is spell casting allowed in the city? Like,
It's like living in Australia. Everybody says it all kills you, but we're still alive.
Yeah.
I haven't been
Where
to
is
this.
Australia. Yeah, like, not here.
Heard
but-
about that place?
I haven't.
All the songs.
I haven't been to a lot of places.
You
to
don't
be
know the
fair.
songs then, do you?
I haven't been on this plane for particularly long, and
I
I'm.
don't think it's on this plane. I think it's
Ah, right. Yes. That
You'll be fine.
that makes a lot of sense.
I think they've had too much at the Wanderlust.
Oh, right. I see you staring at. I didn't pluck these from someone like you. I assure
Better
you.
not have.
I assure you.
What, you took
Awkward.
a dead one?
No. It's a standard issue. I'm afraid. Each acolyte of the Raven Queen is given such a mantle.
All right.
Mao Mao's just here, like.
Oh yes, that's right.
Give the cat a little.
Mao Mao's just here this whole time. We'll just follow you.
Does I look at the Meow Meow, the flying? I assume it's a Tressum
Yeah.
going for. Yeah. Okay. The flying
It
cat.
doesn't specify, but I also assume it's a dress.
Yes, okay. I look at it and like, so do you know where the satchel shop is, little one?
It looks at you. Make me an animal handling check.
Okay, let's go with the.
First roll.
That'd be a 19 on the dice with a +1, so a dirty 20.
Nice. So you ask Mao Mao, and at first you get the feeling Mao Mao looks at all of you kind of like unimpressed, and you ask that, and it's like, if cats could roll their eyes and they fly and they start flying towards the door.
They can.
As a yes, come on.
It's outside.
I bel-
It's definitely not in here.
Okay, I thought it was like the bar. But okay.
Like Mao Mao flies towards the door and like
I know. I didn't.
and
There's no signs.
stands in front of the door because it's currently closed and like
Come. I'll lead and beckons us to follow.
have to let the cat out.
All right. I'm coming. I'm coming.
All right. Did you guys? Was there anything else like you wanted to do in preparation? No. We go. We head over to Malar's throat.
Get Out sings songs about creatures that have wings, and she sings them in a. Actually, no, she sings them in however she heard them. She can't actually sing them in a grumpy tone. They sound exactly as she
With just
heard them
with a
the
flat
first time.
face.
Yeah. But you see her eyes, and they're not looking very impressed about things with wings that aren't her.
Cool.
But the songs sound really good.
Very nice. So you head over to Malar's throat, and you see narrow sidewalks lining sort of like the ravine around you. There are lots of bridges that cross to and fro because it's very much just like built into the sides of the ravine. Some parts might be like connected via like platforms and what have you, but generally it's just like going down through the ravine. The light from within. Sorry. I didn't realize this is where the little bits are. The light from within the city disappears into the deep ravine of Malar's throat. You see dilapidated shanties stack the walls connected by an intricate web of rope bridges about 200 feet across and over 100 feet above the ground. You see this is where the poor of Port Nyanzaru have made their home. Compared to the city, because it's sort of like in the ravine, it's much cooler, although still humid, and the canopy of the jungle sort of gives it like this more dark, dank feeling than the rest of the sunny, bright, open areas of the city. You guys are, I think we should, use the lovely little bridge here to simulate one of the rope bridges that we are currently on, and we can put your minis on let's do the far end.
Far end?
That way, yeah. As you are heading
You want the
towards,
marching order then?
yeah. Who's leading the way?
I'm assuming it'd be
Mao
Well, I
Mao.
think Raw probably
I
should
think
lead
I think
the way,
Mao
'cause-
Mao is leading.
Yeah.
It's the only one that knows where they're going.
Well, Raw's been there before.
Okay.
Oh,
And
okay.
so swap, get out and roar, maybe? Oh no, get out's falling
Get
through. So
She can, because she's got a spell on her thing that can make her fly. But
yeah, fair enough.
yeah.
Do
So
I have that
as you guys are traversing, you're sort of looking at, you've been here before, but to the rest of you, this might seem a little jarring compared to the rest of the city. What is everyone's passive perception?
Big old 21.
21!
Goodness gracious. You see everything.
Seeing into the planes.
Yeah. You may notice Quinn has a shield with it's kind of like the shape of like a raven in flight, but above it is this. It's almost kind of like halfway between a moon and an eye. It kind of shimmers a little bit occasionally, and it kind of you swear every now and then it blinks.
21
We'll go down to an 11.
and 11.
Also an 11.
Okay.
15.
15. All right. And last time I think Roar was like impressive
Yeah.
with the 15.
Yeah.
Suddenly, no. So as you guys are continuing through, like it's not just like one rope bridge here, another rope bridge there. No, it is a very complicated system of like overhead. There are several different directions all these rope bridges are going towards, and as you were traversing, Mau Mau is fine, just leading the way, sort of sometimes flying, sometimes walking in a casual way, especially when you sort of fall back. Or maybe aren't going as quickly because some of these bridges are quite rickety. Some of them are missing planks that you kind of feel like, oh, I have to step, have to jump over. And so as you are going at a bit of a leisurely pace, everything seems to be, fine. Except for Quinn, except for these weird little shiny things hanging around near you. Every now and again, you kind of see them in the distance, and you think, oh, maybe it's just like a bug or something. But as you're walking and you see one of them up close, you see it sort of, you see one almost at where Get Out is, like right by Get Out's head, but behind them. And as you kind of notice it, you realize it's not just a strange shiny thing. It is attached to a very thin line heading up. It's a hook. It's a little fish hook.
So I think at first she just kind of sees this kind of thing and she's like, Raven Queen, are you trying to tell me something? Should I leave them and go that way? And then kind of this like hook goes past her and she's like, oh dear, I fear that we are being fished.
As you say that, you kind of you look. I assume someone looks up, right? Like hooks. You look up and see a bunch of small children, literally with like fishing lines and what have you, trying to hook. Like, we've been made, run, and sort of just like scatter around.
Is there a way to quickly grab one of the
hooks.
You grab one of the hooks.
Just a light. Just grab the.
All right.
Yeah, hook.
Do you try and pull it down?
Well, if it moves, I'm gonna pull.
It's clearly like there's a child clearly like literally fishing above on one of the rope bridges for you. Do you pull it?
How far away are they?
I would say I would say this one, the one they're on, is just 10 feet above, but it's not parallel to you. It kind of like it's like slightly a different direction.
I've heard about this. They're trying to fish our cat. This is cat fishing. I haven't heard of many things so far, but I have been warned about this.
Do you pull it at it?
I don't pull it. I just grab it.
All right. They see you grab it. They try and pull it just to see if you'll give it back.
No.
No. All right. I think at that point they would just like let it go. Like if you won't let it go, make me a contested strength check with them.
With a kid.
With a kid.
Can you
with
beat
a
a
small
child?
child.
Can you steal a toy from a child?
Did you say athletics?
Yes.
18 minus 1, so 17.
12. The child, obviously, not very strong, rolls a 12, try and pull. You keep it solid, so it just like, they just drop it and like, they wave their fists at you.
Yes, nice to see you as well. Hello.
And they run away. Very upset that you had foiled their, I guess,
take the
cat
fishing
fishing. Well, now you have a fishing rod, apparently. It's very
An air fishing rod.
I mean, it's for all intents and purposes the fishing
No,
rod.
it's a cat fishing rod.
Yeah.
It's a cat fishing
It's just
rod.
very crudely made. Mau Mau has just been like sitting there this whole time, like just watching you interact with them. And when you seem ready to go, Mau Mau is just like, and flies towards the direction. At the end,
Yes.
Sorry, yeah.
I think that went quite well.
Yes. At the end of the rope bridge, you see that before
maybe a
you,
welcoming gift.
Mau Mau leads you to a sort of walkway, and at the end there is one tiny shop, and
Oh,
it's wi-
easy.
and you see before you a tiny storefront. Its windows rest in a large in its window rests a large and not very well painted sign that says "The Satchel Shop."
So,
like it?
I'm pretty good at talking to people and persuading.
Are we there
Can I
yet?
take point on talking?
Sorry, I can't read the sign. Are we there yet?
We're there yet.
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. Just making sure.
See the bags in the window?
Ah, yeah, cool.
We're there yet.
Yeah.
I think that would be wise. May I give you guidance?
Yes, you can whisper in my ear if you have a question.
Don't stare at them like you stared at me. It's off-putting. And she touches your shoulder and casts guidance before we walk in.
Very nice. You enter the satchel shop, and it is a dimly lit room, filled to the brim with satchels of, I would say all sorts, but they're mostly like two sizes. There's the large one, which you have, and then there are smaller ones as well. But there are lots of them, right? Like, this is the satchel shop.
And I assume this shop, is it just like go in, shelves and stuff, or is it kind of like almost like library-esque where it's, crammed with
That's
shelves?
too
and-
fancy for Maldives.
Okay, this is true. So there's nowhere, where I'm going with this, there's nowhere to hide.
No, not well. There are It's not library-esque where there are so many, but there is like a shelf or two that is not leaned against the wall.
Okay.
So it's a small shop, but if you really tried, I guess you could hide.
So we've walked into Port Nyanzaro's version of Crumpler, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
We can't name brands.
No,
That's okay.
Sponsor us, Crumpler.
So you see behind the counter, there is a sleepy-looking Chultan man who's like, welcome to the satchel shop. I am Abuale. How may I help you? He says.
Get out. I think you're carrying it, so Get out. We'll get the satchel back from you, and go over and say, "Hello, kind sir. I'm looking for a satchel just like this one."
Well, you have come to the right place. This is the satchel shop, he says.
I thought I was in the right place.
Yes. Yes, this is.
Can you tell me about how it's manufactured?
Oh,
where it comes from?
I make all these satchels myself. This is, yes. And you see actually that, the leather that the satchel is made with is kind of the same leather of some of his clothing and accessories. It is very clear that, and you look around there's not a huge variety. Like, there's literally two sizes, and there may be a slight variation on some of them, but by and large, they look the same.
I really like this one.
Yes.
But
good.
I'd like it to blend in better with my coat. Can you dye it? Can I have a blue one?
We don't normally dye it, but and he looks you over and it's like, you look like, perhaps we can. It will cost a little extra.
That's all right. It'd be really nice if it looked nice like my cloak.
Yes.
Similar to my wonderful companion here, Get Out, with wanting a...
How dare you, sir?
No, sorry. My friend's name is...
Get out.
My apologies.
You know why? My dad said, and she tells a long story about her dad and
Telling you to
getting
get
chased out and
So you can have satchel, blue.
Blue.
What about other modifications? Secret compartments, perhaps, added into the inside, just, to keep your gold.
Yes. Can you make me a persuasion check? And as you were having this conversation, because while you roll that, go ahead and roll that. But as you roll that, you also notice that like I said, there's not a lot of places to hide. There's maybe one or two shelves, and you notice like from behind, not even necessarily because they're hiding, but because they're kind of so short. You see someone is looking over one of the shelves, and you just see two large eyes kind of like blink, blink at you. They quietly, yeah.
So persuasion, unfortunately I have a -1, so that comes to a grand total of 10.
Okay. They say, yes, for a price as well, we do that sort of thing with our satchels. For safety, of course.
Yes,
for safety.
This one, the reason we came to your shop was that I liked it so much.
Yes.
This one I actually found, and I would really like to get it back to its owner. Do you remember who you sold it to?
And you see, what are your passive insights?
16.
16,
13.
13,
15.
15.
Don't have written down.
What do you add to your insight?
4.
So 14.
So, yeah.
14.
Okay,
So
cool.
all of you, like he goes, like when you start, asking that specific question, it's like, we don't, I don't usually make it a habit to keep track. We're very, we offer bespoke services, and with these things, clientele don't want to be named.
Looking around at I'm assuming it's behind a desk of some sort,
Yeah.
where, is there any big books, ledgers that you know?
No, you don't
Okay.
see one, unfortunately.
Are you sure you don't remember? We're happy to take it back to them. It's so lovely. We thought they might want this one back.
like-
Do you remember, anything about that?
Unfortunately, it's very difficult for me to tell. He's not even looking at the satchel, right? It's very difficult for me to tell who owns that very specific satchel and the items they wanted to hide in it. But anyway, like the way he's talking, he clearly knows something, right?
Yeah.
But he doesn't. It's not good business. Like he tells you, I just sell the satchels. I make the satchels and I sell the satchels. That's all I do.
Of course, good sir. We understand you must be meet with so many people. Everything I've heard about Port Nanzaro is everyone is mad for your satchels. Satchels, carrying things around. That's what everyone does here, from what I've heard. And of course, we couldn't possibly hope that you would remember, except, well, there's a reward I've heard in such information.
You see he ponders it for a moment and then shakes his head and goes, I am sorry, I cannot help you. I can sell you more satchels of this nature. And he tells you that, look, in good faith, right? So he tells you that, our satchels, they come with a lot of compartments, some a little more secretive than others. I am happy to sell satchels to whoever. I don't discriminate. I just sell
I have a
satchels.
friend
Yes.
who buys things and sells them. I could put you in touch and you will quadruple your satchel sales.
And you see, he thinks that sounds a little enticing, but he says, forgive me, ma'am, I am a man of principle, and if I start sharing the business, if I start disclosing who I sell satchels to, then everyone's like, oh, Abual is a snitch and he's going to tell everyone
But
about
I just
that.
want to get it back to them.
I'm sorry, I can't help you. I can sell you satchel, but that's about it.
I'll still buy a satchel. I still quite like it.
Say were we
Let me
to
just
buy a
get one
satchel
now.
that simply happened to have a piece of paper inside it that had something written on it. That would be just a simple accident.
He at this point, with yours and your passive insight, he's starting to get not quite upset, but it's like, these are cops. This is a sting or something. And he's, oh, I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're talking. I'm happy to still sell you satchels. The large satchels.
Get out, we'll buy a
cost-
large satchel, not worry
cost-
about getting it dyed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They cost 3 gold and have a carrying capacity of 1 cubic foot or 15 pounds a year.
So
Can
get out
I
buys
look
a satchel.
for the biggest brown bag?
They only come in two sizes, large, large and small.
Okay.
So yeah, like I said, large carries 1 cubic foot, 15 pounds. That's it.
That's a lot of dirt.
That's a lot of dirt,
I know.
actually.
I'm gonna try and find the brown one.
Yeah. As you are going around searching for a brown one, you look behind things and you get to behind one of the, the satchel shelves, and you see the thing that was like staring at you is a small drum, much like the one you met in the lake.
More friends.
What can help you find where person satchel comes from? I can help.
You can help. Okay.
Okay.
I start sign language. Like it's just
Yeah.
incomprehensible.
Yeah.
We talk outside. After, tell Abuale.
Can I buy this bag first?
You go buy that with Abuale.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I buy this bag?
Yeah. And the boy goes, yes, of course, you may buy it.
How much?
Yeah. It is 3 gold for
3
the large
gold.
satchel.
I'm gonna put 3 gold on the floor and I start putting dirt in it.
I'm very upset, but apparently I need a satchel, so I will buy one as well. And then leave in a huff.
You leave in a huff. And outside, like when you kind of leave, the small creature that you also saw kind of
Yeah.
like escape, like as you're all like leaving, like they sort of like escape around you by your feet. And when you get out, you realize that, walking out with you is a small frog-like creature.
Hello, I am Udumo. I am friend.
Oh yes, I saw you inside the shop.
Yes.
Do you also sell satchels?
I work for Abuale, yes. But
So you make the satchel.
I don't make the satchels. Abuale makes the satchels. I
What do you
sometimes
do?
bring satchel to people. But I know where this one.
He points to the one that you were carrying.
I know where that's from.
So you deliver the satchels.
Sometimes, but I know where that's from.
Where
I
is
can
that?
help you. I take you there. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it in the city?
No.
Well, that's all
Well,
right.
that's
I
good for
suppose.
me. I don't want to be in the city. I want to be out in the jungle, in the wild.
Get out, give some.
But I just bought this satchel.
A coin as thank you already for.
Thank you. I take you now. Yes.
Yeah.
One. I pull out a piece of paper and pull out. Going into jungle, following
Wadumu.
a frog. He calls himself Wadumu. Satchel shop thinks we're cops.
Cool.
Meow meow.
Follow me.
Oh, good on you for remembering. Yeah.
Cool. And Wadumu starts to take you into the jungles, and I think that is an excellent place for our first break. All right, and
Forgot that we had to send a message.
I'm glad that you remembered the cat, because I did not.
I was wondering
I
which
was wondering why
one.
you're writing a note to yourself. He's going to put a note in a bottle.
Yeah, we will resume following Wadumu.
Okay.
All good. Jeez, I don't
Hi, my name is Louie and I'm the producer of 5 Foot Step. As many of you are well aware, this is a community television program, which means everyone here on and off screen is volunteering their time and resources to support this project. Throughout this season so far, you've seen ads from several different RMI TV shows, and we want to introduce you to one more. 5 or 8 is a board game and interview show that showcases local events, tournaments, and of course board games. And they have just released their 3rd season, currently available on CTV+. Community television is driven by a passion for creating, and that really comes across in this show, driven by a passion for board games and the people that play them. So please, go support the 3rd season of 5 or 8, available now on CTV+. Enjoy the rest of the show.
So, this small little grung has said they are willing to help you find the owners of those satchels and what it is you seek. They've introduced themselves as Wadumu, and Wadumu tells you,
It, deep in jungle. Take a few days.
Oh,
Yes, a few days travel.
Oh.
Yes. But
very well.
I bring you. You will find, I know where that is. Wadumu will help you. It's good.
okay.
It's good.
It's good, yeah, you're very good.
Wadumu says.
Very
and-
well, very well. Do we have everyone's ready to travel?
I have rations.
Wadumu lead you to safety. Wadumu, very good at finding, Wadumu can feed you. Wadumu can keep you safe. Leave it to Wadumu, he says.
That sounds like a good
Oh,
deal.
well, yeah, sounds like he knows what he's doing. So, yeah.
Very well.
What could go wrong?
Up for an adventure.
And Wadumu says,
You see okay in nighttime, in sleep time?
Not when I'm asleep.
Not when sleep, when it dark.
When dark.
When
yes.
night serpent comes to take the night away. I mean, when it's dark, yes.
Well, with a light, with a torch.
That sounds terrifying, but I can see in the dark and I don't sleep.
Okay.
You don't sleep.
everyone kind of like record scratch what?
Well, I kind of just stare off into the distance for a few hours. Is that
Careful,
Are you
Costa.
paying attention when you're staring off into the distance to what's around you?
Well, no. It's more. I'm more focusing on other things. Is this not what you do?
No, Wadumu sleep well.
No, sleeping is crawling up next to a tree stump and hoping that a dragon's not going to get you.
Also,
Oh, that sounds exciting.
I'll take you to my home up in the Moonsea region.
If you
after we're
don't
done
sleep,
this.
what do? You just
I just
awake
kind of.
thing?
I just think about things. I see ravens, and well, after a few hours, I just feel better.
I also see raven.
Not a raven.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Kenku,
Kanku, not raven.
get out.
Oh, okay.
No, come back.
My name-
She's just upset because she can't fly.
Oh, okay.
My name is Get Out. I'm a Kenku.
Oh, that's-
not a raven.
That's funny.
I won't call you Frog.
Oh, ground.
See, I know I have manners.
Oh,
So
okay.
Grung or Wadumu?
Wadumu is ground.
Grung is Wadumu.
Yes. No, wait. No, not all ground. Oh, Wadumu is ground. Not all ground is Wadumu.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway,
Also-
let's get going. They can
also-
figure it out on the way.
Wadumu
Raw is
frog.
total.
This place is complicated.
Very.
Also, it's not good to keep your eyes open all the time. The bugs will come and they will eat at your eye. Okay? You close your eyes when you rest.
All
Are
right,
the
this
bugs
is starting to feel
big
less
or the
good.
bugs small?
Both.
At that point, you see Demae go into his satchel and start like rummaging around. He's like, eventually he finds a piece of leather and he just kind of wraps around his wrist and starts to chant. And you just kind of see a sheen go over as he will use a first level spell to cast Mage Armor.
For bug repellent.
Bug repellent.
My job as bug repellent sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I mean that just means the bugs have to hit a higher AC.
Out of curiosity, the light that is on the fishing rod, is that still on?
There wasn't a light.
it
it was
was
just
just
more like
glinting because
the
it was
glint
so-
of the
it's a
metal of
glint,
the rod. You just have a really crudely made fishing rod. That's really
It's a
it.
stick with a.
I thought it was like a light.
Oh no, you would have noticed it if it were that.
Okay.
It's just a very small fishing rod. So Wadumu says, so was it that everyone has dark vision?
No, Get Out
I
doesn't.
don't think get out. Does.
Yeah.
All right.
Here, this Wadumu's friend want you to be okay when travel. Here.
And Wadumu gives you a pair of goggles of night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Cool. She definitely puts them on her head.
I'm
The goggles,
worried.
like, ready to
Your
go.
eyes are
Thank
so
you.
large.
Yes.
Won't the insects eat them?
That's why you. I think frogs have that film, right?
Oh, yeah,
he does the. That is grung blink, half blink.
My eyes don't do that.
Oh, that's why you close them when you rest.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Oh, you don't. Well, luckily,
I don't have dark vision too.
Yeah. Oh,
I just double checked.
You share sometimes.
You can have one eye.
We'll stick them on your head.
Does this work?
Walk close together.
maybe Wadumu will find, I don't know, 3 more at the end of the adventure, but as for now, he has the one.
We can do torches.
Sometimes share, yes.
So you begin your travel through the jungles of Chult. Wadumu proves to be a very good, I was going to say tour guide, but it's not a tour guide. It's more of like a guide through the jungle. He makes sure that, sometimes he leads you around areas where he says there would be a lots of, zombie hordes. And you often find yourselves nestled.
Whoa. Time out. Zombie horde?
Hordes of zombies, yes.
Why? Like, I know there's a death curse and all going on at the moment. But my understanding was when someone dies at the moment, they can't be brought back to life. They just stay dead.
Yes,
Zombies?
It's very concerning.
Why is there zombies? Who have
So
you
No,
been
no.
here more lately?
I heard about zombies.
I heard about zombies. So I've just heard people just say, there's just some things you just have to accept and move on.
Zombies just way of life.
Yeah, it's just
Here's the ravine, there's, the jungle canopy, the nice river, the horde of zombies. Over on the left, there's, a giant dinosaur.
Yes, that is Chult.
yeah.
I've been looking for signs, and I believe that a horde of zombies perhaps may be something that the Raven Queen wishes me to take care of.
Well, you can try. Wadumu is no fight zombies.
All right, maybe after.
Define horde.
Let's go around the zombies.
Yeah, maybe.
At least on
can
the
we
way
see
to find
them
out
from a
about the
distance?
chapter.
I
They're
think
quite slow. They'll be there when we get back.
occasionally, because Wadumu does lead you through the jungle, and like he said, it takes multiple days. Sometimes he takes you up these things called Tunulunga, which are sort of like treetop like structures, sort of like almost tree houses made by the Grung that are like scattered around Chult to be like resting places. And these are like tree nests that are patched together with a mix of oils and Grung saliva.
Oh, yay.
I don't think he tells you that, but FYI, anyone who wishes to.
For those playing at home.
For those playing. Yeah.
I'm actually concerned where the oils come from.
Plants, hopefully.
Like, just a bunch of oily, spitty grung.
Yeah, this is I would assume like every so often when you're here, you would see like shambling zombies off in the distance from this high treetop. Just like
Doing zombie things.
doing zombie things.
Never dying.
Yeah, just being alive. I mean, unalive.
Can we
point.
say just through the travel, Quinn just kind of goes and takes
Some.
a few of them.
Just,
I think otherwise she'll just wander off.
Every so often.
Come back, just turn her back around again.
Every so often, like you spot the lone zombie and convince the others, like just the one,
Just let me have this one, please, please.
So
You can have more.
yes, later when you get the Wadumu take you to
Secret village. That's where I take you.
Okay, so we're going to a secret village.
Yeah.
With zombie hordes or without?
I think no zombies in village.
Okay.
I'm not
It's
sure how I
secret,
feel about that, if that's good or not.
The
This where
follow-up-
satchel owner from.
he like every time he literally points to the satchel. Are you double satcheling now?
I actually put the other satchel in my satchel.
Oh,
But he knows I've still got it.
Yeah, so he points to the satchel
Yeah.
that houses the other satchel.
Yeah.
Part of it
I put
sticking
the
out.
old one is in my new one.
Yeah.
So-
Satchelception.
Question.
Yes.
If there's not hordes of zombies, which I'm very thankful, I know you're upset, I'm thankful for. Who is in this village? Because you said you're going to take us to the person the individual that bought it. who are the J? Do we, you know?
Oh, like yes.
He points to you and to him.
Like village, like for us. Grang, snake.
I'm not Snake.
Yonti. Yonti.
He does the.
By technicality, maybe.
This is the
I'm not
official
from
term
here.
for Yuan-ti.
Yuan-ti.
You know, he doesn't have teeth, so he can't just like. "Arr." Like he's a frog. He has
Is
to.
it grung and you want?
I think for Grung he does the.
Oh yeah. We can't do that one.
Right.
And Yonti. Like us.
Great.
Yeah. It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
Perhaps they'll know more about your.
The only
condition.
Well, yes,
Yonti
maybe they know
that
how to undo
Goodouts
my condition.
met is you and our other friend, so she thinks
I think you should be
Yonti are
careful
fine.
about the
Well,
way
you
that
did
ask.
see the dead Yuan
Yes.
in the dinosaur
Yeah.
place that stomped.
Yeah.
But she
the
doesn't know that one was
bad luck guy.
Yeah.
Well, you like okay. Get Out hasn't, but you've definitely
Yeah.
seen other very
Yeah.
hostile Yonti praising the Night Serpent to bring about the demise of all of
Yeah.
reality. Yes. So you travel. You continue to travel, and today, as you go, the weather has gotten. It's a deep jungle, right? And every so often, it will rain. It will. Sometimes there will just be a drizzle. Sometimes, you're thankful for the safety of the Tanalonga. The last 5 days have been easier than expected, thanks to Wadumu. Wadumu help, who navigates you through hordes of zombies, feeds you natural insect repellent to help that. Sometimes we'll offer to just like wipe it on your face.
No, you
Thank you.
And Wadumu just like tries to make you move. And prevents you from eating poisonous fruit. He also like says, no, this good, that no. Okay, and just is otherwise very friendly and very accommodating. He does often say like, yes, very dangerous, and is like, in a very happy-go-lucky manner. But Wadumu will try and keep you safe. He's
It's like that song about Australia.
Wadumu know this place.
They say it's very dangerous, but really it's not.
he even shows
I think it
you.
is dangerous. The more you talk about it, the more I think it is dangerous.
Okay, she's going to sing down under a lot.
Cool. So you are, you continue to travel. Wadumu has done his very best, and it seems that the previous night there had been a particularly heavy downpour, but the safety of the Tanalonga helped for the most part. And as you guys are traveling on this day, it seems as though the ground is initially like a little more wet, a little more difficult to travel, and you are going through an area that is a bit more on an incline when suddenly you hear a bit of like a rumble coming from on high, the incline, and Wadumu gasps and a mudslide occurs, which is apparently a very common occurrence in Schultz, if
Probably.
Save the boots.
Quick, everyone, take off your boots.
take off. So, unfortunately, as Wadumu, you all realize this is happening at the same time. This mudslide is coming to try and sweep you away. We are going to do this in initiative order. So, can I get everyone to roll initiative? Oh. All right. Did everyone get above a 20?
I got a 20.
20. All right. 15 to 19?
17.
18.
18. So it's Quinn, Demayet,
Yeah, Demayant.
Get Out,
And I got
then what did you
12.
get for? Okay,
12.
Yeah. All right. So there is a mudslide. Oh no! On your turn, you will make a saving throw to try and grab something. Wadumu, is like,
Oh no, grab something!
and please make me a strength saving throw
Strength
to try
save.
and save
Okay.
yourself.
Big old flat roll here. 19.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Cool. You manage to hold on as this mud is sort of is barreling the word? Just like
Yeah, just
sludging
sort of
down.
sludging away.
Yeah.
This is only slightly more unpleasant than the face cream.
Cool. We now have the man.
That is
Strength saving throw, please.
right, upside down. That would be a 4.
A 4. Oof.
Big oof.
Very oof. Unfortunately, because you try and grab something, and I think what happens is like it's one of those weak branches that just kind of like snaps as you take it. You get sort of, it's a mudslide. It's not just like water rushing down. It's like debris and all sorts of things. So unfortunately, you will take some damage. That is 5 points of damage, of bludgeoning damage. And
We're not at the level where the difference matters.
5 points of bludgeoning damage. And then we have Get Out.
Instead of a saving throw, can Get Out strum her mandolin and cast Levitate?
I will allow it, yes.
Okay, that's what she does.
So you quickly just like,
Yeah, I mean it's always at hand. She just
You're
needs
in
to
the
make a
middle of
little
playing the
strum.
song.
yeah.
Yeah, we might have been. She might have been playing the
Yeah,
song.
I
as
like to
we
think
were-
there's like a bit of a
Yeah.
montage of like
Yeah.
you were singing it first, and then we cut back and everyone's singing, and then we cut back and just you
Yeah.
singing.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of this, because it was so surprised, I would ask you to roll your a strength saving throw with advantage, just to play long enough.
To get up into the air.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a 1 in a 20.
Yeah, -1, so a 19.
Well, it's still,
It's a pass.
Yeah, you quickly, it's in a way, it's kind of almost liquidy still, but it's got all that stuff. So you are sort of like surfing almost before you can like get extracted from the mud.
You can fly. You can fly.
I can levitate at least.
Let's be real. This is floating, not flying.
I'm trying to be
I can fly,
Yeah.
but I decided to levitate.
Yes.
So with a 9, I'm gonna embrace the mudslide.
It's just wet dirt.
The one with the dirt.
I have been blessed this day.
It is my time.
This is what I've been waiting for.
Luckily, that's not low enough to take damage.
Great.
I imagine he just goes with the flow, just like the mud.
The tortoise shell helps,
The mud knows best.
Cool. Unfortunately, it's still ongoing. Quinn, can I get
Do
another?
I take damage? Sorry.
Oh gosh.
No. no
Okay,
damage.
good.
Okay. Okay, that's
Yeah,
good
Quinn's
again.
just holding on.
Rolling
just like
hot tonight.
bracing tight.
18 that was.
Very good. The man. Try again.
Yeah, considering I can probably, as I'm half being swept away, sing, Get Out, cast a spell,
Yeah.
and I'm like, from the, a little pocket, and it's just over my head a pinch of powdered iron, and I will cast Enlarge upon myself.
Okay.
To double the size,
Yeah.
which does give me now
Yeah.
advantage on strength saving.
That's good.
At least now my head will be above the nose
Yeah, for
somewhat.
sure.
That is still not. A 7 and an 8, so that's an 8.
So, I'm doing the math here. That is exactly the thing that would still give you damage.
Oh, no.
Unfortunately, it is exactly 5 below. Actually, is it more than 5? Like 5 or more, so 5 still counts. So you unfortunately still take damage, but that was minimum of 2 damage.
Okay, so that now means a concentration save or a concentration. That's cocked. And
You should
I
add something to that, right?
Yeah, I do, but it's not enough.
Not enough to get to 10.
Yeah, not enough. Yeah, no. And
Randy
I
is small
shrink.
again.
I think what happens is you see the man enlarge. He's trying to hold on, and he gets like a big rock to the face that he wasn't expecting.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry. Get out! You are flying.
She's levitating.
Be the dirt.
I would say, if you would like, I will allow you to sort of like levitate, sort of close to.
Yeah, I was
the
thinking
maid.
about whether I could try to pull you out.
So you can do this.
I think you're the only one who's light enough for me to potentially grab.
Well, now they are that they've shrunk.
Yeah, now I've shrunk again.
So what is this? What does levitate say? Can you will you be able to lift them? Like, is there a weight? Is there a weight limit to what you can
It must
lift?
still be based on your strength, I would imagine.
One creature or loose object of your choice you can see within range rises vertically up to 20 feet and remains suspended there for the duration. So I'm suspended
Yeah.
because I can do it to myself. I can levitate something up to 500 pounds. I'm not that heavy. I can move only by pushing and pulling against a fixed object. I thought there was a trick with levitate.
I can
You
imagine.
can only go
You're just going to
left,
bobbing
right.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can move up and down.
Now, I
once per
imagine
turn.
it would be relatively easy to navigate just because there's so much foliage and stuff that you could like kick off
Yeah.
branches to get there.
Yeah.
So because it
I can
doesn't-
change the altitude up by 20 feet up and down.
Yeah, because it sounds like it only
Yeah.
specifies the one thing you can lift and not like,
Yeah.
I will say instead of being able to completely lift the main out, you can give them advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, just like helping you.
Yeah.
Need all the help I can get.
Yeah.
Roar, please make me your strength save.
6.
So this also gives you damage, unfortunately.
Okay, well-
You are, trying to surf the dirt, and some of it just like, it's. I'd like to think because Roar is so one with the dirt. It's not the dirt that hurts him. It's like all the scratchy branches and stuff that he has to go through.
It's the not dirt.
It's the bits that's not dirt. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Quinn holding strong. One more go.
One more, okay. That one not so good, just an 8.
Ooh, unfortunately, that also you finally breaks.
She's not actually very strong.
Yeah.
She's just been holding on for dear life. and
Did you
just
get me on the side?
I can make this out. I can make this out. And just like starts to shake. And she's like, "Ah."
And you unfortunately take 4 points of damage. The mate, you have advantage.
Okay.
You're.
Let's say that I held you out a stick or something.
Oh,
That
that's
did it,
better.
yeah.
That's a nat 20. With a big +0, so natural
Still not
20.
20. And with Get Out's help, you manage to pull yourself up, and you are completely fine. Get Out you're also fine.
Yep.
You're levitating. Roar, one last from you, please.
Oh, 9.
9. That doesn't give you damage, but you still kind of are just floating down on his shell, and eventually the mudslide stops, and you guys are sort of brought a little off track. Wadumu had managed, because he's so small and spry and light, had also managed to grab onto something, and by the time the earth has stopped moving and shaking, and everything settles down, Wadumu tries to find you.
You okay, friends? You buried? No.
Some of you are partially buried at this point.
So I'm pretty sure I've been washed
Yeah.
further down. I'll be like, that was fun. Let's do it again.
So once this stops, you can attempt to walk across. Sorry, one sec. Characters, shock water spilling down above flash flood, knocks them off feet, washes them into the jungle.
I'm not going to say we were being punished for not killing all those zombies, but I'm starting to believe that this was a sign.
So the area is very muddy, very dense. It's hard to pull yourselves up. Let's see if you lose stuff as you walk, as you try to pull yourself up this heavy mud. I need everybody to make me a athletics or survival check of your choice.
All right, survival.
Survival.
So that's a little better.
Yeah, survival.
We've seen the strength rolls.
Has anyone on the cast so far had strength at all?
No, the strength characters are coming in the second half of the season.
Because I realized in the past 2 sessions, Rosny was the strongest with a +1.
Yeah. We have two melee
Vaguely
characters at least
strength-based.
characters coming
Yeah.
in episode 5. I got a 23
Very good.
for survival.
Still no good?
7 for survival.
Oh no.
21.
21.
So I don't lose my dirt?
Yeah, you don't. If anything, you gain more dirt.
Yeah, that filled your bag.
I'm so sorry, Joel. Please roll me a d6 to see what you
all
lost.
I'm beginning to see the point of this satchel. Everything's still in here. This is
That
quite
would be
good.
a 4.
Ooh.
He's not.
Unfortunately, it's not a boot. And unfortunately, you've lost. I will give you the choice of a bedroll, a tent, or something that is otherwise important to your outdoorsy survival.
We'll go with a bedroll.
Okay. Yeah. That's more important. You've lost your bedroll. Like it was one of the only ways Get Out could help pull you from the bedroll.
It got
was
stuck.
kind of got- yeah. So Wadumu tells you,
Was not expecting that. But it's okay. Wadumu can still navigate. We're good to go.
and maybe you can spend some time trying to find your missing bedroll, but it's Wadumu goes,
I'm sorry. It's probably buried under dirt.
This is what my friend was saying when she lost her boot. Mudslides in Cholk,
Muds-
they lose things.
Yes. Yes. It is with the earth now.
I'll make a mud ball.
okay.
I throw it.
At who? Okay.
Meant to be a pillow?
It's like a snowball, but a mud ball.
Yes, a mud ball full of tiny rocks and debris. make me a attack roll. Okay.
It's a 2.
Just goes goes wide just by your face. It's like
We're being attacked.
Is there another mudslide coming?
okay.
No, not him.
Mud fight!
I'm already covered in mud.
No one takes you up on the mud fight.
We have been blessed by the mud.
I suppose we can't get any more covered in mud, but
Yeah. So, Wadumu says that, he will lead you through the mudslide. And unfortunately, the next part is like,
Oh, we fall very far back. It's faster if we go climb this way. But climb needs be strong. Be strong for climb.
Look at my little bard muscles.
yeah,
You can do. I believe.
Wadumu says.
What if we don't go that way and we go the long way?
Wadumu looks up at the sky.
We can go, but it looked like more rain.
More rain means more mudslide?
Mudslide.
we can make it. I believe in us.
I believe also.
We have
You are
already-
still alive.
This is true. We have put up with this punishment. If we set ourselves to the right path, perhaps we will no longer be at risk.
Cool. So I would like athletics checks from everyone to try and climb their way up the village.
Get Out's going to fly.
Oh, you can levitate, so you're just
no,
like-
she's got.
Oh,
this,
fly,
this
fly.
probably 10 minutes.
Oh.
She's got fly on this
Oh.
turn as well. So yeah, she's going to play again and she'll fly.
Yeah.
Do you think she could pick up? Sorry, I don't actually don't have your name in there.
Demaya. If you pick up me,
Yeah.
and I, before casting fire, ritual cast Tensor's floating disc, which
Okay.
always stays within
Yeah.
20 feet of me,
Yeah.
then someone else can be on the disc
And be brought up.
and then be
yeah?
brought up.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that.
Okay, I think we could do that.
How high do we have to climb, by the way?
It's not like a specific, like, oh, this is now you have to climb this, but it's like continuous climbing through the
Because I've got
the
fly
area.
speed for 10 whole minutes.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Like
yeah.
60 feet
Yeah.
for 10 minutes. So
It's just trying to
pretty-
get through the area that's been like mudslid through to
Yeah.
return to, like, it's like a snakes and ladders thing where you
and we got
Yeah.
knocked down the
Yeah.
ravine.
I like the fly plus
Tensors.
floating
Yeah.
disc kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're very good. You have all these fancy magics. Wadumu have no fancy magics, but that's okay.
So who are you
Yeah.
taking on the disc? Between these two, actually, I think I know who it is, considering someone just threw a ball of mud at you. So what I'm hearing is Roar, make me an athletics check.
Well, here's the thing.
Yes.
I rolled a
Big fat.
Oh,
2.
I'll bardically inspire you down there by yourself.
A 2.
I don't think the bardic inspiration.
No,
Plus
that won't help with it.
3.
So
So
5.
5.
You
Cool.
wouldn't even use it. You'd know.
Cool. So it takes you guys a while, as maybe it's the sheer weight of Roar. Like, you guys have to wait. Like, Wadumu's also up there. No, you grab
Pull.
I fall and I go, wee!
You just see like the shit, like he slides back, and it's like he's on his back, and he sort of like spins down and keeps trying to climb back, and it takes.
I'm beginning to think he's doing this on purpose.
Yes.
But eventually, it takes a while, but eventually you do make it up, and you continue your travel once more, and that Wadumu says that
Okay. This last night, soon, tomorrow morning, early tomorrow, maybe midday, if we don't keep falling, we will be at village. Okay?
Okay.
So we have good night's sleep.
and he shows you to Nulunga, and he while you're up there, he points in the distance, and you sort of see, you don't necessarily see a village, but you sort of see an area he's pointing to where there is like not quite a clearing, but clearly there's something different demarcating this area, as if some space has been made to accommodate like a sort of settlement.
Far there in distance. That village. Okay?
And this is where the satchel.
That's where Satchel from.
Good.
Right.
Yes.
We have house now.
You and I, people.
Wouldn't it be bad if I lost my satchel with the satchel
If you lost
My brand
both
new-
satchels, yeah.
in the mud
Not
that I
the
didn't get in,
MacGuffin.
luckily?
Not the
Sleep good. You do, and you, okay, we be careful, okay?
And that evening, as you are in the Tunulunga, there are occasional showers, but nothing as bad as the night before. Wadumu begins to tell you a bedtime story, as like,
Oh, this is nice. This is last time before a village.
You know, I'll be playing some music behind.
Background
Yeah,
music.
but it's a really loud punk song.
He goes, I tell you story now. Once upon a time, there was happy Grong village. So happy. So happy.
he says,
One day, Head Grong had dream of Snake Lady. Dream said, follow snake people. We no like snake people, but because Head Grong see in dream, we follow. Because dream must be important. Dream must be true.
and he says that
Head Grong then do bad things. Wadumu no like bad things. And now, Wadumu no know what to do. Instead of follow, Wadumu no follow. Wadumu get kicked out. Say goodbye to Wadumu, because if Wadumu no follow, Wadumu no welcome,
he says,
and now Wadumu is very at loss. There is confusion with Wadumu because he love village. He miss village. But village now different. Village now bad. Anyway, that story. Good night.
Wadumu says as he curls up to go to sleep.
That was a very sad story.
I mean, it feels like he genuinely just like,
Okay, now that Wadumu happy, he tells story. Now he sleep.
and it's fairly obvious that he's talking about the village,
The village we're
heading
going
to. Like,
Where I'm from, normally these kind of bedtime stories have,
A moral.
moral to the story, and Grungs aren't friends now. Is that? Oh, he's asleep. I'll let him sleep.
yeah. So you guys would know that you would be arriving at the village tomorrow after just a short while of travel. You can already see
After a long rest to get rid of all of this
Yeah, after
damage
a long
that we've
rest, you
taken
heal up,
from
all
that
that.
mudslide.
all that. And you guys, do you guys want to sort of like prepare anything as you travel there the next day?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Double check my spells.
I was just looking at bark skin, but it's only an hour, so if I need it, I'll turn it on.
Yep.
And it's
I
concentration.
think Quinn's actually kind of like, after listening to that story, he's kind of thinking about it for a while and saying, it's actually the most at home I've felt in a little while. I'm not. I'm not so unused to sorrowful stories, and I thank you. That actually made me feel a little better.
You say to the sleeping Wadumu.
Yeah, just standing over him.
just like, yes.
And now I will pretend to sleep with my eyes closed so that the bugs do not eat them.
Yes.
Probably wise.
Yes, that's very good. The Wadumu would be happy you took his
I
advice.
thank you for your assistance.
Cool. So you travel the next day, and the morning's uneventful. No more mudslides. You're on fairly even terrain, and you get to the village, or at least the outskirts of where the village is.
The morning bug repellent went back on. Passing a mage
Mage armor, yeah.
As all good, self-respecting wizards will do.
You see the gate of the village opens to a circular area. The walls of the village are sort of lined with hovels. It's a fairly open area. And from where you are in the distance, you can see it's kind of a buzz with activity already, right? Like, it's difficult to see specifics, but because the gate is open and things are sort of happening, you get a bit of an idea. Wadumu tells you, as you're traveling, as you're getting closer, Wadumu tells you some very important things.
Right.
This village is secret. No want anyone to know about village. Wadumu take you here because Wadumu friend. You friend of Wadumu.
Despite the fact that you are just colleagues, you are now all Wadumu's friends.
Get out stopped giving
The maid.
Quinn the side eye.
Quinn.
Yeah, we're friends. We're friends now.
Okay.
We've saved each other.
We've bonded through this experience.
Yeah.
We've bonded through mug.
Yeah.
Bugs.
I feel like Roar,
friend.
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like Roar is very, mud has done its job. Dirt is good.
Brought us together.
Yes.
Blessed
What
us.
can't dirt do?
Clean things.
Yeah. So he tells you,
Okay. Grung, no steal, okay? Steal not good. If belong to Grung, don't steal.
and also he tells you that
Snake, no like people also. But you snake, so okay. Yanti, they no like people.
Bird.
Bird,
Turtle.
turtle,
Am I people?
maybe. You're most people here.
I guess that's true.
Yes, you're most people. Also,
I could give you a disguise kit and make you look like a bird. Use my disguise kit, make you look like not people. I think it probably won't help us though.
now maybe not help because you're not Grung. Only Grung and Yanti in village. Grung, they're told by Yanti to protect village, keep hidden. So, Grung are on guard.
Will they be upset at you for bringing us here?
That's what
They're
that's the same.
already upset at Wadumu.
Oh.
Will
Because
they be
Wadumu,
more upset?
you see now you have you have started to put Wadumu in like an existential terror. So
no. They will, Wadumu good. Wadumu want village to be good. You want the bad. Not you, your friend.
Okay.
Bad, you want the bad. Wadumu no like.
he says.
So we need to take out the Yuan-Ti, not me. The other
Not
one.
me. Yeah. Yeah.
Not a zombie.
Yes.
Cool.
Very well.
He says that
Tribe leader,
Kurkirika
had dream about snake. Now whole tribe must worship snake or be punished. Grung no usually worship snake. Wadumu
and Wadumu say, if you know worship snake, and he kind of like he's been wearing a satchel this whole time, and he kind of lifts it to show like a big scar across him, and it's like you punish.
Oh,
Yeah. Wadumu, when we get, Wadumu will try talk to see if they friends still, to maybe we sneak, so you don't, maybe they turn away to let you through. Okay? Wadumu will try.
Oh, nice.
Okay?
And Wadumu sort of like tells you that he will go ahead, stay here. At this point, do you want to cast? Like, is this the time now you would maybe want to cast things? You are right by the village.
So is it still daytime, or are we
Yes.
going into like night?
It is. I would say it's about
Midday.
midday-ish.
I'm almost thinking, do we need to scout the area?
You are welcome to. Like Wadumu just said, wait here, and he's gonna like sneak that way.
Right.
But you are free to do that as well if you wish. If you wish to see like if there was anything else.
I look at the rest of the party who, because, you know,
How
I'm there still getting mud out of my spellbook.
Yeah.
I'm good at looking, but not so good at being quiet. I can try if you'd like me to take a little walk.
Looking through my bag of tricks.
Yeah. Why don't you tell us how many Yonti like live in the village?
So Wadumu doesn't know the exact, like, if you asked him that, he wouldn't be able to tell you the exact numbers because they kind of come and go,
Yeah.
and it's like, he's also not been there in
Yeah.
a while,
Okay, that makes sense.
so he can't quite
Yeah.
exactly
I thought so.
answer.
I thought I'd ask.
So his
Nice.
plan, he was going to come in and then signal for us when we...
He says he's gonna go see if he can work things out and somehow call for you. Either you're not sure if he means to come back or like signal you.
It's okay.
Okay.
You know, one way or the other. But he goes on ahead first.
And around this village, is there like a rickety fence or anything, or
yeah,
is it?
I think it's you know, because there's a gate and you need something
so
for there to
a
be a gate.
palisade
Yeah,
type.
There's I don't think it's particularly difficult to like climb or traverse because you know this was made for ground. So
Right.
I think what you imagine rather just like more of a like not like those really tight fancy kind of walls, but just like sparse, just like these are to delineate the
Almost like, you know,
village.
leathers, leathers or, you know,
Yeah.
pelts that are kind of...
Yeah, like there might be sort of like areas where there are like, you know, the sort of pronged sticks that just like keep other things
Yeah.
from approaching it, but it's quite
So
open still.
the follow-up question becomes,
Yeah.
should someone be successfully not seen on the outside, from the outside to say, how far across do we guesstimate? I'm trying to get distances here.
Yeah. Let me see if it says specific numbers. There is no specific size of the village.
Everything's within 5 feet.
No. No. I would say, given by what I know the size of these things to be, I would say it would be close to like 60 feet or so at its widest.
Okay.
There are lots of like small
Yeah.
huts and things like that.
Because I'm thinking, you know, you
So
said
it's
to
pretty
mate,
small.
yeah. He's got his like spell book out and he's going through and he's like,
How long has Waduma been gone now at this point?
I certainly hope those faces were
I
caught on
think-
camera.
I think. Sorry. At this point, like I'm happy to sort of hand wave time. Like at first, it's like I want to know what you're doing before like we fast forward.
I mean,
to-
I think that Quinn would wait like a few minutes, but like if she doesn't see any kind of sign or anything, she's like, I'm concerned about our friend. I think I should go in.
Yeah, to sneak closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, just try and sneak closer.
Yeah, we'll wait for a bit.
yeah,
but not terribly
when
long.
you sneak closer, can you just try and figure out like, we can see lots of little huts. Is there like sources of fire? Do they have any like fire pits that are currently going or look like they'd be going at night? So you can see Demay, it's, you know, the gears turning his head and he's like, if I get like a magical unseen servant force source that can just maybe start setting things on fire, it's got to be very simple instructions though. Like,
I'll see what I can see.
Make me your stealth check.
And she will say,
Can I assist him by like giving him, I don't know,
Covering you in mud.
muddy camo paint?
just a predator.
From the bug repellent oil, now another sort of like green skinned.
The Raven Queen is with me, and she'll cast guidance.
And may the dirt
try
also
and
be with you today.
Stealth check. It's not great.
Yeah.
Not great. That's a 9 total.
So, this is what happens. As you are walking, trying to sneak, Wadumu had gone down the path towards the village, and then you see now as you approach, Wadumu now has also come back the way he came, and he says,
Oh, you should wait over there.
like he's directly talking to
Oh, there you are.
it's okay.
I was worried about you.
Oh, it's okay now.
Wadumu says, he tells you that,
Wadumu, go in, ask what go on, and there are humans inside also need saving.
The humans need saving.
Yeah.
From the
Yanti.
Yanti.
Yeah. Slice,
Not the
Yanti.
grung.
Not grung.
Should we go now?
Yes, but quiet.
I'm not good at quiet, but I'll try.
Come.
Okay, are we all going in, or are we?
Yes, no, we're
like,
definitely all going in if we know
Can,
humans need saving.
10
I was not
10
saying-
minutes.
Okay.
10 minutes?
10 minutes,
Oh, okay.
and he
They've been
sits
there for a
down.
while.
He just sits there.
I assume, like, by the time they come back, I'm already halfway through this cast. It's probably about 5 minutes at that point.
Yeah.
So
sure.
I
You
will.
would have started casting when I
Yeah,
would
so
have
I'll
been.
pull out a bit of string and a bit of, wrap it around a bit of wood. Probably have some added dirt to this, concoction of material components. And ritual casts, so not using a spell slot, unseen servant. The caveat is that this unseen servant, which obviously is an invisible force, must stay within 60 feet of me at all times. Hence,
yeah, the villagers.
hence my question on the sizing. But I think my plan at the moment, if we're potentially sneaking around the side, using that, if I can give it a simple instruction that will cause a distraction
Okay.
to,
Okay. Sound good.
So Wadumu's just like sitting there, and he's like,
You say when ready.
and when you are ready, Wadumu will lead you to the village. And I think this is a good time for us to cut to break so we can set up the thing. Suddenly, magically village. And like just have a quick cut to. Now suddenly. So, Wadumu sort of waits for you to finish your spell and says, we are...
Okay, we go. Wadumu take you to village. Be quiet, okay? Because Wadumu talk, they're humans also. Humans in village.
And as Wadumu sort of, you guys sneak through, you start to see by the village there is a Chultan man, kind of looking like he's on guard, supposedly. But they make eye contact with Wadumu and sort of nod. Do any of you speak Chultan by any chance?
No, because it's not a language you can learn.
Well, I think you
I
can...
think if you're a local,
you're a
like,
local,
you just
yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
but it's, I did look it up before I knew that
I'm
it
thinking
was
that-
traveling.
There's no one that you can pick in D&D Beyond
Yeah.
if that's...
I don't think
Yeah,
we know
Joel.
Don't work there anymore.
For context, Joel used to work for D&D. But yes, so there is a Chultan man who speaks to Wadumu in Chultan, which none of you understand. But Wadumu will translate, and Wadumu says,
Yanti, they take village. They take humans to as slave to protect village. Also, Grang, slave now. Everybody slave to Yanti. Everybody follow Yuanti. But Yuanti bad. That's not good. He is leader.
Wadumu says about the Chultan man who is turning a blind eye.
He want to kill Yanti. So everybody free.
Pull my hood up a little bit tighter.
He also no like Grang. So it's okay. I tell him you good, like Wadumu good.
Okay.
And he speaks to them in a croaky Chultan, broken Chultan. And they tell him that
There is village here and something happened in big tent.
and they point towards here and say,
We sneak around to look because snake Yanti who make bag and make
and he's trying to gesture at the liquid.
The Wanderlost.
yes, wanderlust. The bad, very bad thing.
All
Is
right.
made,
And he points.
I think is made in there.
He points to this little tent over here, and you can see there are humans walking around. And he tells you that
Humans, they have to follow Yanti, or else bad things happen. But Yanti is all Yanti's fault, okay? So you slice Yanti, you kill Yanti, so that everybody be okay.
Very well.
That sounds like a good plan.
I think we have a plan. Will the humans attack us?
Maybe.
So we want to not kill the humans, only kill the Yanti,
Yes. Except you, because you're friend.
except friends.
Yes.
Okay.
No one else here friend. No other Yanti friend. Only this one.
he's telling you.
Oh, all right. Oh, yes.
I'm
right.
just like,
yes, that's
yes,
true.
raw.
Yeah.
Would you
Yes.
like more mud? Just to cover face?
Mud mask.
Maybe later.
I don't think it's going to help.
Okay.
If in that case, because I'm assuming we're still outside
Yeah.
the gate area. Am I able to start
Sending your...
Yeah, so I'm going to give it the mental command, and it's because it can only move 15 feet around. It's probably going to take
A while.
half a minute or so for it to get in.
Yeah.
Basically, pick up. We've got the campfire there.
Yeah, it's a
because
big
it's getting
campfire.
take one of the sticks, glowing embers, and take it to not that. The other one, the
Yeah.
other tent, and basically try to set the roof on fire.
Okay.
If that's not a distraction, I don't know what else.
Surely
to
we
do.
can probably be circling
And
around.
while we're circling around the other way to,
Yeah, for sure. So you roughly, because you're aware of where it is, you roughly know where it is, and it's, okay, wait for it, now, go, as it sort of makes its way there. I would like you guys to make a stealth roll, not with advantage at first, but the distraction will come in place in a different way. Please make me a stealth roll.
I'm going to roll mine at advantage using my Kenku Recall special skill.
Yeah. Very nice.
14.
Very nice.
18.
22.
Oh, nice.
18, 22, 14, and
16.
16. Hey!
All right, we are stealthy.
All right. So you are quite stealthy. And Wadumu. Yeah. Okay.
Wadumu, friend.
Well, you know, Wadumu blends in more than you guys
Yeah,
right now. So as you are stealthily moving around, at first you think maybe, you know, someone catches sight of you, but then because there are two like of the Chultan human fellas over there by the fire, and they start looking at your direction at first, but then you realize they're like, huh? As like a little bit of embers, like, and they're kind of confused, like they're like, and they sort of start moving, like, what is that? As this unseen servant of yours is bringing it here, and they're kind of confused because, like, is it a firefly? Is it just like a little ember? Until it gets yeeted at the thing, and this starts to burst into flame, and everyone's like, ah, ah! And everyone goes into a panic, and like the other grunt as well, like. Oh shoot!
Through the
Fire! Now everything's on fire.
Everything's on fire.
And they're like, what's going on? At this point, you guys can move yourselves.
Lucky the well's right near them. Yeah, I know. It's all around there.
So we just kind of coming
Our
around
plan
this
is
side.
to hide behind this wonderful tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Convenient.
So, everyone's kind of like roughly in that direction. Like, what's going on? In Chultan. Like, what's going on in Chultan? Now, you guys can sneak up to the tent. Clearly, while this distraction is going on, like something is also happening in here because whatever it is, they haven't left the tent. What do you do? What do you do? Do you sneak?
Is there a window on the back of that tent?
Probably not.
Yeah, only like a door flap.
Like it seems that this tent, while a little larger, is also like quite enclosed. Like it's blacked out. Like the doors are like the flap or
It's the
whatever
drug
is quite
den.
heavy.
Yeah, the drug
it's the drug. den.
Let's at least listen to it.
Make me perception checks, please.
Hang on, I have advantage on that because of my sentinel shield. Still not great. That's a 12.
17.
17. Cool. Did you want to do so as well? You're just saddling back.
No.
11.
9.
But yeah.
I mean, it's hard to hear over the people yelling. Like, fire!
They should just be quieter about all of this.
But those two, 17 and 20, was it?
12.
12, sorry. Not quite. Very loud, but you know how to tune out unwanted noise.
Pick up the right voice.
Yeah. And you listen in, and you hear like almost sounding like incantation in that sort of hissy.
Which I totally recognise.
In that hissy Yuan-Ti voice. Is Yuan-Ti a language?
No.
No, right. Well, maybe it's Chultan with a specific Yuan-Ti.
Yuan-Ti normally speak either Abyssal or Draconic.
Oh, I know both of those.
Oh, there you go.
I just actually hadn't thought about it.
Those are both languages I speak.
Yeah.
Abyssal.
Well, it's Chultan. So
Where everyone speaks Abyssal.
I don't think I speak Abyssal.
Wadumu, not sure if you are friends now.
You sussy.
I'll tell my friends that it sounds like there's a
And
ritual.
You also hear like the croaking squeal, like a croaking squeal that sounds kind of like pain.
Right.
I don't know. I guess that's it.
That sound.
And is the tent made of fabric?
Like canvas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Heavy
like it's
canvas.
not. I don't know. I didn't know if it was like some kind of tent made of trees.
I think some of it would be
Canvas
like.
tent, yeah.
I think that some of it is tent, but also there would be parts of it that would be
a bit
reinforced
more.
with
Yeah.
structure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah,
I was just wondering how flimsy it might be. All right. I will tell my friends about what I hear.
We should take this moment of surprise, well.
I think so. Yeah. Let's just go in.
kick the door down.
Yeah, the equivalent of.
And as you kick the door down, we didn't have space for more people in there because it's quite small, but as you kick the door down, inside the hut, which is lit by a scarlet glow emanating from the embers of a large fire pit in the center. For its size, an elaborate shrine has been erected opposite the main door with an altar carved of an ebony wood, okay, and adorned with a myriad of fanged serpents. You see two Chilton humans hanging from a stout wooden trellis over the altar, the last drops of their blood trickling down onto this altar.
I don't think we've made it in time.
And you also
Perhaps we shouldn't have
see...
waited 10 minutes.
You also see, it's not just trickling down to the altar, it's trickling down to a grong who is like also kind of being ritualistically tortured, if you will. And a single Yuan-Ti pureblood is scraping, making some sort of, there's some sort of strange concoction going on with the blood dripping, the blood of, the poison of the grung, and they're scraping and mixing it into a bowl, and as they sort of like lift the mortar, you see the slimy consistency of the wanderlust from this sacrificial grung and humans. So I take it this is like literally like kick the door down, let's get into this.
Yes,
They turn
most
around.
definitely.
Perhaps I will say they are surprised because, while they knew there was like a fire, they're like, whatever. And they weren't expecting like someone to literally like, burst in through the door. Roll initiative, please.
I'm going to roll initiative with advantage using my thingamajig because
How many times can you do that?
how many
I can
times
only
do
do it twice.
Okay.
But
you
look
got
what
it
I just
twice.
rolled. I rolled a 4
Alright,
plus 2. Bloody, that didn't help, did it? I was like, because then I could get in early and
6.
verify things or something, set us up for success. But not so. Yeah, I can use it twice.
Cool. Sweet. So, all right, boss. Alrighty. Who rolled above 20 and above?
21.
Nice. All right. The mate goes first.
Oh God, now I've got to. Now I've actually got to
Also,
have
can you guys put your minis like closer to the thing?
Do we want to take this away?
Yeah.
Or do we
Yeah,
wanna-
because there's cover.
Yeah. I think.
Let's-
Put Get Out right near it because she was listening in.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all right. We'll
We'll work it out.
Yeah. 15 to 20.
16.
17.
17. Okay, so Rar goes next. 16. Let me just check if that makes it from. All right, no. You go first, Quinn. And then next up we have. So boss is going to be. Oops, sorry, my bad. Boss is going to be the Yuan-Ti over there. 10 and above a 10? No.
No,
right.
6.
All right. So.
2 dice and I've got a 6.
So,
So we just
unfortunately,
Just listening for too long.
Yeah, listening too long, watching it all start.
so this is what we're going to do because when they're able to realize that you are, invading and what have you, they are going to call for reinforcements. Enemies stand for the Chilton warriors, and NPCs. They are not quite NPCs yet, but they are the grung as well because they're like, come, like
Protect me with your lives.
cool. They are surprised. Mate, you are up first. There is this Yuan-Ti inside, just like making Wanderlust is grung.
Okay. The last is grunt.
No, it's human on ground.
Human,
we're doing
tortured human blood onto grung, poisonous
Yeah.
stickiness.
Well, you
turned
can
into
examine.
magic.
You can examine.
That's an after
full-
the battle.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
obviously, all of the people over there will eventually join this combat.
Yes.
So you just see Demay kind of turn, see the boss. There's only one
Yuan-Ti in
in there.
yes.
1 versus 4. But 4 versus an entire village pulls out. You just see a little spider start to like run around and just like grabs the end of it.
Yeah.
And just you see this little bit of spider web. Turns, points in about that general area and
Yeah.
casts web.
Nice. How big is
So web is a 20-foot cube.
So that bottom flat one, there should be some spell effect thingies in there.
Let's see, because we
So
want
yes.
to mark it.
Whilst we look at that, using a second level spell slot, I will conjure a massive thicky stick webbing at the point I choose within range. It's got to be within 60 feet, so over there.
Is there no more force?
Webs do need to be anchored, so there is a nice little, hut tent there.
Yeah.
So we'll go with that.
How close is it to the fire?
Yeah.
No, we're going to go closer to the tent. So yeah, they can still go around, but it's
Right, you're
some of them are going
webbing
to at
them.
least.
Nice work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like it to go? Oh.
Let's go kind of there-ish, because I want them to all have to basically.
Through. One poor grung is already in it.
Just gets
I'm assuming
Yeah.
these two are in it?
splat.
Not yet.
For it to be like there, so they have to move through it, I would say this one's not quite in it. They're just on the edge of it.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like blocking a lot of them from going
Correct.
through it.
And then with my bonus action, I'll, as I move back a little bit further around, using my friends as cover, I will use the mental command for the unseen servant to just be like, continue lighting things on fire.
Yeah, cool.
We'll see how that plays
Yeah.
out.
Does the grung in the thing need to make a save
Oh,
right
yes.
now?
So it's when they start their turn
Sweet.
in the webs or they enter them on their turn.
Okay, very good. Wow, it is your turn.
All right. In the hut,
Yeah.
is the grung and the human in any way able to be saved?
The grung is badly injured, but maybe can still survive. The humans are bleeding. Like they're dead.
They're dead.
They're like, oh, unfortunate.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to see if I can heal the grung.
Okay.
So as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word at level 1 on the grung.
Yeah.
See if I can slip in there. And hopefully, no. 4 HP.
You heal the grung and like, and you know they're like croaking more to be like, I'm alive in pain, but I'm more alive now than earlier.
And I want to see if I can try and go in and release the grung.
Yeah.
Is the grung in any way reachable?
The grung.
Release. Yeah, they're on the altar. You might be able to get there.
That's next
5,
season.
10, 20, 25, 30. You will just get there.
Okay.
But I don't. You would have to use an action.
Yeah,
to,
I can use my action
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
As the healing word is a bonus action.
Yeah. So you get in there right beside the snake who is just like trying to make Wanderlust out of this grung. But with your action you manage to like let them free and like go, be free, go.
Get out!
Get out. Yeah.
Get out.
Get out.
Yes.
2 birds, 1 stone.
I knew somebody
Get out!
would say it at some point.
One bird, one.
Get out! Get in! Get out! Yeah.
Very confusing. So thank you, Roar.
Just thinking about spells.
It is now Quinn's turn.
Okay, so Quinn looking into the tent, seeing the ones here, like, oh, that's definitely bad, and she will begin to cast a spell and peck. This spectral, she was casting a spiritual weapon at 2nd level, and a spectral raven appears and
adorable.
flies
Yep.
down.
We're gonna say it's right beside.
Right down beside her.
Yeah.
It is quite large,
Yeah.
and just swoops down and pecks her.
Yeah.
That is going to be nat 1.
The Raven Queen has not favoured this action.
No. I think it just kind of gets like tangled up in the roof a little bit, and it's like, oh, that didn't work out very well.
As your action.
As my action, she will bang her fist against her shield and ring out a Toll the Dead. And can you make a wisdom save, DC 14?
On the Yuan-Ti.
On the Yuan-Ti.
Who has not quite
taken any damage yet.
So
We tried.
I tried.
7 plus wisdom save, you said?
Yep.
Even with advantage, they do not succeed. That is an 8.
Fantastic. There's 7 necrotic damage.
Plus, they will take 7 necrotic damage. Cool. Sweet. Thank you, Quinn. They are surprised, but, they're like, and they curse you and Chilton. Surprise, surprise. Get out. You are up first.
Get out.
Next, sorry.
That's all right. Can she get in there kind of just on the other side of the Yuan-Ti, do you think?
You can because, but roar is difficult terrain, so you can.
That's
walk
all right.
through.
Yeah,
Roar
yeah.
is difficult
Okay,
terrain.
because I just want to be on this side of her. And then she's going to, play a very bad discordant tune and cast Dissonant Whispers at 2nd level, please, which is a whiz save.
Alrighty. Makes a whiz save. Ooh. Unfortunately, I rolled well. They have a 20.
That's all right because they still take half damage.
Yeah.
5 and 4 is 9, so they take half of that.
4.
Yeah, 4, sorry. I should have halved that
No,
myself.
it's all good. The effort.
I was really hoping
that
that she would run away and
all
I'd
do
get her
math.
into the web, but
Yeah.
sometimes things don't happen how you want.
Sweet.
I see where you're going with that now.
Yeah.
That's why I moved in behind.
Yeah. Yeah.
she-
Clever cookie there.
But now I'm right next to her.
Yeah. So the at the end of the round, Wadumu is also. Is Wadumu here?
One
I
of
think
these
one
going,
of these is
I imagine,
meant to
is
be
probably
Wadumu.
Wadumu.
So-
do you
Not
wanna-
the one in the
do you wanna
web.
do the one that's different.
Yeah, the one with grass is Wadumu, who is
Yeah.
with you and spends like some action to move over,
Like some movement to move over there by the fire, trying to kind of be hidden out of view of the other sort of like humans. And you see Wadumu start speaking to the Grung in their sort of Grung language. And Wadumu seems to be kind of like negotiating, keeping them at bay, to be like, you get the impression he's like, no, don't join the fight. Just chill. Yeah, just hang back. It's cool. We're good. Now, top of the round once more. Nemeit, you're up.
All right. This is where I forgot they had surprise rounds. So we have. This is where Joel looks at my spell list and go, why does everything have concentration?
Yeah.
That's right.
That was Rosny's problem too.
Yep,
That
this
is what it's like to be a bard.
Always, always. So, we are going to we said it's a Cholton human.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. These 4 here are the
Okay.
human
Okay.
children's.
And so the only Yuan-Ti at the moment that we can see
Yeah.
is the one we're fighting in the hut.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to cast Minor Illusion. I'm going to do it kind of on this side of the web. Now, being an illusionist, I can do both the image and a sound. I'd like it to be the image of the Yuan-Ti we're fighting and just the sound of flee
Oh. Okay.
to try and scare the rest of the way. I'll deal with the ads. We have everyone else dealing with the boss.
Okay. I think that I will let you make a persuasion arcana. Does that work? Like, if you're proficient, like a persuasion or arcana roll.
I would love to make an arcana roll.
Yeah.
Not a persuasion roll.
Yeah. You can make an arcana roll, and depending on how high, let's say the DC is 13, and for every, the DC per 1 is 13 and 2 for every additional.
Okay, not the greatest.
I think as well,
but-
just because of what's going on and because of the way these guys work, I will let you do this with advantage.
Good. Let's see if I've only got an 8.
better.
A little better.
But we are at 16
All right,
total.
so that's two of them. So as you do
Better
this
than
as
none.
well, I will also tell you, as you say this, they turn to look and they don't see, you realize they're not fully within their own, like their full faculties. There's kind of like a dazed look, a little bit of a drugged out look in their eye, if you might say. So like they are not thinking straight in the sense that, you know, they're not like they're just doing as they're told, right? They're like, some of them are like, we heard fight and like, okay, fight, yeah. But then two of them who you've managed to, you know, trick into believing this are like, oh, yeah, we flee.
Yeah, we should do it.
Yeah.
Home time.
So I'm going to roll 1, 2, 3, 4 to see which of them will flee. 1, so this one turns around that way to flee. And 4, so this one will run that way. So that leaves these two still looking in your direction, unmoved by your illusion.
That's right. Still on the other
side of the
So,
web.
no, we're you know,
Yeah.
this is going
All good.
better
Yeah.
than I thought it would.
Yeah.
And yeah, the other than that, the unseen servant, if it still wants to set things on fire, you have
like
full control
now,
of that.
like all the other, like
Cause
there's
chaos.
a pile of, like there's a couple of barrels there and now
Yeah.
that's like starting to burn as well. Every so often when the camera pans this way, the camera.
This is like a little motive
You
end,
just see
don't you?
like some.
And that is, end turn for me.
Thank you, the mate. Roar.
How big is inside the hut?
I'd say it's a 20. It is roughly 20, right? 15.
No.
15.
15 by
Yeah.
15?
Yeah, 15 by 15.
In the center,
Yeah.
I'm going to take out a bag of dirt.
Mm-hmm.
And then with it, I'm going to pour all out and then cast Dust Devil.
Ooh, okay. What does that do?
All right, well, let's have a look, shall we, together? Choose an unoccupied
expecting a follow-up
5-foot cube of air that you can see within range. An elemental force that resembles a dust devil appears in the cube and lasts for the spell's duration, which is up to a minute. It's concentration. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the dust devil must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, the creature
Get out's in there.
Well, it is a 5-foot cube, and there's 15,
You said you were going to put it in the middle.
Yeah.
So
Which-
it's like
which is on the
around-
altar, I guess.
Yeah, but should we right next to it if it's 5 feet and you
Yeah,
put
because
it in
that
the
is
middle?
that is literally.
Oh no! If you're within
5 feet of it.
Yeah, so if,
that
it's,
is
in, if it's in the
whole
middle taking up
15.
5 feet, it's the whole...
15.
Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet.
Yeah, but she's going to end a turn within 5
Oh,
feet of
shit.
it. Because she can't get out.
You
all
can
right.
get through.
I'm gonna put it
still.
above.
It's end your turn. So if you
I don't want to leave.
Okay, I'm gonna move it later. I just need to put it somewhere that is empty.
Okay.
Must make
Just be
it
mindful. Yeah.
takes or otherwise takes 1d a bludgeon damage and gets pushed 10 feet away.
I mean, you know that she can leave as well, right?
yeah.
Yeah. However, I'll be in front of the door.
Oh, okay. You wait.
And as a bonus action, I can
You
move
can
the
move
dust
your
devil.
allies, and it's difficult, right? That's
but not
so
through enemies.
yeah. So
are you
So
making
you'll be
your
able
way-
to move out.
Are you coming out?
She will not.
I made a plan.
She will not, and I'll
yeah.
cast it, like, I guess, on the thing.
Yeah.
And then move the dust devil with my bonus action
Yeah.
onto the one to use
Space.
space.
Yeah.
Onto her.
And hopefully, we don't let her move.
Cool.
And
Sweet. I mean, if she ends towards you, you might still, because, all right, wait, I'm trying to work this out. You're by the door, she's over here, there's one space here. If it is here, yeah, it wouldn't hit you, but you need to get out of there by the end of your turn to not get hit by
yeah,
it.
so it will be in her space now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or alternatively, you could just get to the other
Yeah,
side,
just
because
skip
that
the
would
other
be
side.
5.
Yeah, if it's on one side,
Yeah.
you can just get to the other side.
Yeah, sweet.
just
Is that
don't
it for
ha- yeah,
you,
that's it.
Roar? Cool.
I'm imagining it so that it probably there isn't too many spaces that
Yeah,
she can be.
It's like a game of tic-tac-toe where
Yeah.
you've literally got one or two options.
Yeah. And we just have to take those options
Yeah.
for her.
Okay.
Quinn?
So, all right, you're a little rusty. It was a little stage fright, but you can do it this time. And the raven will swoop down again and try and peck at the 1T. That's
Nice,
much better,
yeah.
much better. That's a 24.
Yeah.
And that is 9 points of force damage.
Very nice.
So it just kind of pecks and it just swoops like a magpie and flies back up.
That was a raven.
We're going to real Australian fauna vibe here.
Sorry, you said 9?
9. And then she will take a step to kind of get a good line of sight at her, and say, "All right, finish her off." And she will point, and this kind of spectral raven will fly from her hand as a guiding bolt at level 1.
Nice.
And she will dirty 20.
Yeah, that will definitely hit.
46 damage. Not great. It's only 7 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
But
That's not so bad.
whoever attacks her next has advantage.
Yeah. Cool.
And that's my turn.
Sehr gut. Cool. That brings us now to her turn. She doesn't have, she will try and move, obviously. Did you successfully hit her last time? No.
No, I dissonant whispered her.
Yeah.
I think this is the first damage.
So I made a really loud sound at her.
Yeah. She wants to get out of there, but
She can.
she can't. And there's literally nowhere else she can go without getting hit by the thing. So instead, she'll try and take the spot you're in and make 2 attacks against you, because that is literally the only safe spot in the whole hut. If you're dead, she can stand there.
Yeah.
That's cocked. So she gets to make 2 attacks. The first one is a 21, which I'm assuming will hit.
Very much.
And you take 7 points of slashing damage. And with her second attack, that is only a 13.
That still hits.
Oh, it still hits you. And you take 3 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And she tries to she rushes at you, tries to slash at you. You are still up, but she's obviously trying to get into
Holding her
space,
back
and she still unfortunately has to end her turn in the Dust Devil's space.
DC 13 strength save.
Cool.
We'll take damage and push.
Or 1d8.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Strength is +0, so only a 14. So
That passes, so half of this, which is half to 3.
3. All right. She is still up. Okay. Good. And that is her turn. Enemies. So the 2 are just like, flee,
So long.
So long. Yeah, we can say that they have been told to flee. We're just going to put them away. They've just fled away. The 2 who are not afraid will...
Were all of them under the effects of Wanderlust, so they're in a drug-like state?
Yeah. I think they would just run towards the direction. So what kind of check? It's difficult terrain, correct?
Yeah, so it's difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Each creature that starts its turn in the web or enters them during its turn must make a dex saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is restrained as long as it remains in the web or until it breaks free.
Okay. So they're gonna, let's do the first guy. He's gonna try and move through, makes a dexterity save. That does not look good.
They need a 14 or higher.
Cool. That definitely doesn't look good. They add nothing, so that's a 6. Big fat 6.
Hang on,
so
what
they are
sort of-
restrained.
What sort of creature plus?
There.
Tier 1 has like a +8.
5, 10, 15, 20 has to make that as well. A 4. Both of them get stuck. They try and run, and they immediately get stuck.
Okay, so they can
try and use their action
Actions, yeah.
to break free, they're going to do a strength check.
Check. Very good. That is what they will spend their entire action doing.
Yeah.
They are going to try and break free.
I'm stuck in this web.
Yeah. First one fails. Second one. Would you believe I rolled the exact same numbers for both of them? A 6 and a 4 on the save, and a 6 and a 4 to break free. They are stuck
Amazing.
in a web.
That was good stuff.
Stuck in a web of emotions. The Grung are they turn around, one is stuck, and Wadumu, they seem to be arguing with Wadumu, like almost angry at him. But I think you can tell that even though they're angry, they're seeing this fight's not really going so well. So they argue and they try and pull this one out, and they do pull this one out. The Grung, on the other hand, are not under the effects of Wanderlust. Maybe because Wanderlust is Grung. But they pull themselves out, and they currently reserve, like, it seems like they're holding onto like potential actions to see what's up.
See how well
I
it's
think
turned out.
with some of your insights, this is like if the Yuan-Ti come out and they're like, you know,
You're like, do your
successful.
job.
Yeah, like they're probably going to attack. But for now, they're like, we'll wait and see.
Instructions unclear.
Yeah. Cool. Get out.
All right, well, Get Out is going to get out.
Are you disengaging or are you?
You'd have to disengage to not get a swipey
Oh
swipe.
shit, I do too. But can't stay in there.
Yeah.
So she'll have to do that. So she'll get out, take that attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I could have done
that
something in a different
is-
way.
I would recommend everyone get out.
done
That is
different things, so-
unfortunately a 20 to hit,
Yep.
not natural, but that will hit, and you take another 4 points of damage.
All right. All right, so then she's going to use the feature that she forgot about, which is called Unsettling Words.
Yeah.
So the next next save the Yuan-Ti makes, she's going to remove a 3 from
Nice.
her saving throw. And then she's going to cast Dissonant Whispers again at 2nd level.
Okay.
So please make a whiz save.
Cool.
-3.
Who's
Cool.
this one in the thing?
What's up?
Who's the?
That's
Yeah.
That's
the
a
lady.
Yuan-Ti.
That's the one-two lady.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, that's the enemy. That's the
Yeah.
Is there anyone else in there?
No, just
There's a grung in there, isn't
Oh,
there?
that's the one who fled.
ran away, and
Yeah.
there's
Oh,
dead,
yeah, yeah.
dead humans.
Yeah,
Okay,
dead,
cool.
dead
That's the
humans,
grung,
Yuan-Ti
but-
lady in there.
Cool. She still gets to make that with advantage because Yuan-Ti. So that's either a 12 or a 17. 17 minus 3 is 14. And then what kind of save was it? Wisdom?
Wisdom.
Wisdom, she adds +1, 15.
Ah, okay. She passes, but she still gets 7
Half,
points of
yeah.
damage. Yeah.
7. So that's 7 is the halved already?
7 is the half.
Very nice.
Yeah. So
All right.
I counted
She's
15s.
looking very bad.
Oh, good.
How's Get Out looking, by the way?
Get Out is looking pretty hurt. Yeah, I've got my own healing. I just couldn't use it at the same time as all of that.
Yeah. Sweet. We're back to the top of the round. Demeyat.
All right, so Demeyat will at this point start coming around so I can get some line of sight
Yeah.
on it. And she's still lit up from the glow of the guiding bolt.
Yes.
Yeah.
No one else
Oh,
made
yeah,
it.
because it was
no
a
one
save.
did it.
You
Yeah.
saved
no
an
one
attack.
has attacked.
So in that case, Demeyat will do wizard things and cast Firebolt with advantage.
Yeah.
And that will be a grand total of 21 to hit.
Very nice. That will
Nice.
definitely hit.
And now we do probably the. That's 1 point of fire damage.
Yeah. She's still alive.
Slightly scorched.
She's just
Slightly
like,
scorched, not enough.
yeah.
Continue concentrating on web.
Yeah.
And yeah, we should be good. End
Very
turn.
Roar.
All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bonus action move
The
Dust Devil into the middle.
Okay.
So she's always going to be within 5 feet. And then I'm going to throw a whole bag of dirt into it as the thing says. I know it says,
more earth, it gets
if the Devil's Devil moves over sand, dust,
Oh my
loose dirt, or
God.
small gravel, it sucks up the material and forms a 10-foot radius of cloud of debris around itself that lasts until the start of your next turn. The cloud heavily obscures the area, so she can't actually see anything in
But we
there.
can't see her.
I know. However, I'm in the front, so she can't even exit.
Okay.
She can hear me. I can dissonant whisper out.
That's true.
Yeah.
You don't
I know,
see
but
with
if she's
with-
in there, she'll just keep taking damage.
So, but the thing is, the damage range doesn't go to 10. It's just the obscuring range that
Yeah,
goes
yeah.
to 10. All right.
So-
You are
but-
in the 10 of the obscuring range, by the way. So
I
you
know, but
can't
I'm
see.
assuming like it's
Yeah.
since it's a tent, right? It's gonna.
It spills out to where you are.
Okay. Well, either
That's
way,
fine. It's just you.
She can't see.
Yeah, she can't see. You can't see, but it's fine. You're at the door. You're just holding.
I'm proficient in dirt, so it's like it's my natural terrain. I can't see.
You feel your way through the dirt.
My favorite terrain. There we go.
Favorite terrain.
You're not a ranger. You can't do that.
Multi-class
Yeah.
ranger.
Yes. I think other DM. I don't want to speak for the other DMs, but I think if you multi-class into ranger, the others should be like, yeah, okay, fine. Dirt can be one of your favorite terrains.
Yeah. I think I've seen this character sheet. It just says dirt in crayon on one page.
Thank you very much, Roar. Quinn, you can't see.
I can't see her anymore. It's like,
The spiritual weapon can still.
the spiritual
attack
weapon
too.
can still attack, and obviously it doesn't have health or anything. It's not going to take damage. So the bird is just flying around in the dust storm.
Yeah, just trying.
She's like, you've made it much more difficult for him, but he'll try his best.
It's also difficult for her.
The bird will try and attack at disadvantage.
Hang on. She also can't see the bird?
Yes.
So flat roll?
Oh.
I mean, it's
See, this is the thing with heavily obscured.
well,
because-
technically like it's spiritual weapon, so it's technically me attacking, right? with the
Yes.
spell.
But she also can't see you directing it.
That's
so-
true. That's true.
So you can't
actually,
dodge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
as long
flat
as you
because-
you know what square she's in, so you know what square to target.
Yeah. Okay. So
I would say it's still flat. Like it's
Yeah.
flat
Flat roll,
because it
flat roll.
cancels.
yeah,
out
that's
the
fair enough. Okay. All right, it's gonna try its best.
Semantics.
22.
Adventures League.
Yeah. 22 to hit.
Yes, that'll definitely.
For 10 points of force damage.
Cool.
You just kind of hears "ow" from inside her. Well done. Yes.
Cool.
Good job. And I'm like, oh god, now what do I do with my action?
You don't have to do anything. Just sit there and relax.
I mean, I can still shoot like into the chaos in at disadvantage. So she'll just shoot another guiding bolt in there. She'll just send another coring raven inside. No, that's not going to hit. That's a 8.
Cool.
That's a turn.
Cool.
Just
There
this is
continue. You
chaos.
just hear
of,
the
like,
sound of dust and like
it just
things
squawks
spinning
and-
around.
Let it die from the dust. It's fine.
No.
Yeah.
Why would we do that?
So, the funny thing is, I wanted to sort of lead, like, I wish the enemies go first, because then I could prolong this, because the thing is, you have no idea if she's alive or dead in there.
She stops making noises.
Yeah, you just drop concentration when she stops making noise.
You make, you make me the damage roll of the thing, because, at the end of her turn, right? if she's-
5 bludgeoning.
Cool. You are sort of like at the door waiting for it, and you start like at first, like you're trying to listen, and you hear like the sounds like just like clanging and just like rocks and stuff hitting, and then suddenly all you hear is rocks hitting.
It's like we've thrown rocks into a washing machine.
Yeah, essentially.
I'm glad that those humans were already dead because we basically just turned this hut into a blender. It's not going to look good when we turn this
So,
off.
unfortunately, it is not your turn yet. So, like, you get the idea. Like, you guys don't see anything happen. But who knows? Maybe she is actually stabbing ineffectually at the Roar. You
Maybe
have no
give this a
idea.
bit more longer.
You have no idea because it's still your turn, and it's still not your turn, and you can't do anything about that. They also don't know what's going on, so they are going to first try and spend their actions to break free.
Yep, strength checks.
First one, a 6 again. Let's see if this is a 4. This is nonsense. 15 plus
Okay, that one will
1, 16.
Yeah.
So the second one manages to go 10, 20. Are you kidding me?
By ending their turn
Yes.
in it, they will need to make a dexterity saving
Yeah.
throw or be restrained again.
That is cocked.
Just like pulls one leg out, pulls the other leg
It's a
out.
3. They're just like,
Now I'll just pull my
and
leg
then just
out
like
with my
as
fist.
they're trying to get through, it's like they're close to the end, but they don't quite make it. The grung are also like, oh yeah,
Oh,
stop.
oh, we can't help you.
Get out.
So we don't think she's dead yet, do we?
You have no idea.
All right, I'm going to cast this spell anyway. So
You can. Okay.
Dissonant Whispers.
What's your passive perception?
Only 11.
Wow. Yeah, you have no idea. It's just a blender in there.
I'm just going to do it anyway. Dissonant Whispers, you whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear. So
Yeah.
I can do it at her.
Yeah.
I will do unsettling words
Yeah.
to reduce her save by 2 and ask her to make a whiz save, please.
Yeah. Who knows if she passed or fails? Who knows? She can't leave, can't see, no idea what's going on. Roll the damage anyway.
7 and 10 points of damage.
You do a lot of damage, or like you think that is a very effectual.
It was a pretty good song.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And you all are kind of still just like waiting to see like.
It was a Eurovision pop song.
Do you think we got her?
You think? All right, thank you. Is that it for you, Get Out?
Oh no, then she's gonna fucking get out of there.
Get out is getting out.
It's getting out a bit further.
Yeah. Sweet.
Excuse my language.
Yep. The main.
Okay. Demayet will.
No one knows what's going on in here.
That's fine. Demayet is going to cast spell. He will cast Ice Knife. He is I don't need to see the target. I just need to be within range, which they are.
Is Ice Knife one of those weird ones where if it stops before that, is that the one?
When it hits, it explodes and hurts someone.
No, hit or miss it explodes, but it's only on a hit it does the first lot of damage. So I roughly know where she was before. But again, are we going with the whole she can't see us, so so it's a flat roll?
Yeah.
So
Oh my gosh.
Toss it into the
What's the
window.
range? Because Roar is at the door.
I think it's 5 feet around, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
It's the square, the 5 feet next to them.
Yeah.
takes
Yeah,
the-
next to them,
takes
it's like,
the-
next to them
Okay.
and she was still further in. She wasn't.
Yeah,
right
I'm pretty sure
Last
she was.
And she hasn't. You haven't gone. She's attacking me, so I assume she's not walked up to you. So I'm
Yeah.
aiming further back in,
okay.
which would mean it wouldn't get raw. That's a nat 1. So obviously it misses.
Yeah.
her, but it will still explode. So
And it just
anything
adds
within
to
a dexterity saving throw will take
Shards of ice
2d6
just
cold
spinning
damage.
around
Now
as
there's
well.
just, that's what I mean. It just adds to the blender. Now it's a cold rock.
So now there's so there's an extra 4 points of cold damage should she fail her dexterity saving throw.
And it's
I'm
all like making a large sound
it's
as
just like-
well. It's like,
oh wait, no, I upcasted it, so there's an extra 6. So it's 10 points of
It's
cold
a
damage.
very
It's-
painful ice
Yeah.
blender.
we did have eyes on her before.
Yeah.
And she was looking pretty hurt, and we feel like we've done some good damage.
It's so funny because this all happens in the 6 seconds, right? So it's just like you're just throwing everything into the tent. Roar.
Is she dead yet, Raw?
Do you drop the dust?
So I'm gonna use my action just to like trying to figure out if she's still in there.
Make me a perception roll, please.
Perception roll.
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
20.
All you hear is the sound of clanking. Like there's no more like. It's all just blender noises.
I think we got her, but I'm gonna give it a bit more time just to make sure you guys figure out the other guys, and I'll just add more dirt into this.
It's unpleasant.
The camera pans to us looking at the other guys still sucking the web on.
Well, no one they have no idea what's going on either. So Quinn.
Oh God. Well, look, I think we probably got her. Let's deal with
I'll just make sure it's fine. Just you figure it out. I got this.
Quinn.
All right, so she turns back to the others, and her spiritual weapon kind of like swoops over into this direction, move 20 feet there, and she just kind of like puts her hand on the hilt of her rapier that she hasn't even drawn at this point, and just like, your boss, how's it go? Yuan Ti, Yuan Ti is
Dead.
blended. I think you should now leave.
Make me your choice of persuasion or intimidation.
Okay, let's. I think persuasion is better for me. I don't think that she's trying to necessarily be intimidating about it. I think that.
You just told them their boss is blended. I don't think, you know.
No,
it's one of the options.
She just said it with like a
because-
totally flat face, just like these are the facts.
Yeah.
That's a 17.
Very nice. Through the haze of the Wanderlost, they're kind of like looks at. They can see like the outside of the blended, you know. It's just like it's spilling over because Roar is still pretty much covered by that.
Yeah.
They look there, they look at you, and they put their weapons kind of to the side and go like, and they look at each other and like speak to each other and shout like. And they kind of just like stare blankly.
You are free now. Drop your weapons.
They don't do anything on their turn. The Grung are also like, eh, and get out. Do you do anything?
Get out. Prepares an insult. So she casts vicious mockery, which is a cantrip.
Yeah.
So she can prepare an insult in case in the
of them-
next,
yeah.
turn one of them attacks
Yeah.
us.
So you ready that?
Because preparing an insult is pretty fun.
The mate.
Demayet will, similar to get out,
Prepare.
ready,
Prepare an insult.
ready. Well, it won't be an insult. Already a firebolt.
If
And the flames and just pointing at the web that they're all still trapped in, and I'm like,
so is
I wouldn't.
web isn't concentration, is it?
Ah, yes, good point. It is.
Concentration.
So, that's a good point.
Well,
I
this could
will-
be a gesture of goodwill, right? Like you free them and just like you can go now, or
Actually, yes, let's go. I will. So I will. That's a good point. Gesture of goodwill. I will drop concentration on web. Concentrate on the holding of firebolt.
Yeah.
Point it at the closest one.
Yeah.
And be like, I would suggest you go. Lest
Yeah.
this all becomes a little
Yeah.
bit more
Yeah.
hot for you to handle.
Roar.
I'll
Everyone turns to look at Roar.
I'll now drop concentration and start letting the dust and ice shards and everything else settle.
And goo.
You find a porcupine you want, just like everything, like ice shards, rock.
Oh, I thought it would be like polished bone at this point. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Well, porcupine?
Yeah, porcupine. Like it's stuck with like all the sharp, jagged ice and like the rock bits that have just like blood.
Parts of the altar that's probably blended.
Yeah,
into,
all the-
Hold on. I'm gonna
and we are now. You have confirmed they are dead.
I'm gonna take out the Yuan Ti
Yeah.
and go. I think she's dead.
Tasteless.
You are now. I can now safely say you are out of combat. She's been dead since like
3 rounds ago.
like I think it was literally on the mate's action with the guiding bolt. Like she was dead.
I think we all knew it as players, but as characters,
As characters, you just got to be absolutely certain.
I just liked watching you all pump all the spells into there. Yeah, so she is dead now, and the Chultan warriors who like are the leader who turned a blind eye, sort of like turns to Wadumu and like he's kind of like pulled the others away, and like he says something to Wadumu, and like he gets a couple of satchels of items, like drops it kind of like in a here, this is our thanks. We're not that cool yet, but we're cool enough. And the Chultans, like he takes the remaining survivors and flees.
We also blended any Wanderlust that was in there and any Wanderlust making equipment.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yes, that is
Sacrifices.
Tick, tick,
Hey.
tick.
Like 3 birds with a bag
One
of dirt.
dirt.
Cool.
No birds or ravens
birds
were
got
harmed
hurt.
in the making of
Yes.
this
Well,
one.
one bird actually
3
did get a bit
objectives
of
with a bag of dirt, let's just say.
So, as you know, so this is a blended hut. Everything else is on fire around you because that's still been going on this whole time. Just like on fire, on fire. Somehow the well is on fire as well.
We have saved your village.
From an evil
explodes behind
Yanti. We saved the village.
Wadumu says, no, it's not good. Morianty will be back.
We must go now. Like he says.
I'm
I
going to
told-
play a victory march.
Yeah. So Wadumu, in the process of arguing with the other Grung, have said they will go. They are free now. They will flee. But we must go from this place because Morianty.
Very much.
Yeah. Morianty will return. But they tell me the secrets and safer in jungle. Let's go. And as you guys are fleeing, you see like on the village edge is a familiar little winged cat just like waiting for you. Just like, I found you.
My note helped.
Yes, somewhat, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. Like,
Maybe the giant fire in the middle of the jungle.
But
Help make another note.
yeah, but Mau Mau has found you once more and can sort of help you navigate your way back. As you are...
Wadumu wasn't hurt though, was he?
No.
No, he got out of the way.
He's fine. So Wadumu is now sort of like what he learned from the other Grung. Wanderlust is indeed made of Grung. Is it Grung saliva?
I think it's grung venom and
Human
and
blood.
Yuan-ti poison.
Toxin created secret mystic ritual honoring Dendar, which involves the Yuan-ti venom and the poison excreted by the Grung. So the people were just, flavor, sacrifice the Dendar, like that's not part of making Wanderlust, but it's
They just did it for fun.
Yeah, no, it's part of it. It's the thing, right? Like it's
Part of the belief.
vibe.
Make the ritual
vibe.
better.
Yeah,
It's
it's
more
the
of it's the
ritual.
vibe.
But Wadumu also says, Wadumu says that the other Grung have said that the Yanti also found a lost city called Bulobo. This is where they pray to Dendar, maybe. And maybe this help you. But that's why there are not many Yanti here now. They there. Maybe this will help you. And you stop the other Yanti, yes? They say, as
come
you
this
guys...
far?
Yeah. Not now, obviously. You have to return to safety somewhere. But,
Yeah.
you retreat to the safety of the trees. Wadumu looks through the things and finds that what they had left are 2 potions of healing. They pointedly are brown and taste like dirty swamp water, but will still heal all the same.
Tasty.
We're primarily keeping you in case Raw gets sick.
You can send your second missive through Mau Mau, but this is very good information.
Can we find a bedroll somewhere?
It's all burnt now.
It's all burned.
You're still sleeping on the
I
ground.
burn it all.
No, you're sleeping up in the nice trees in the the Grung. What are they called? Tunalonga. The Grung Tunalonga, and you have at least freed the Grung and the humans in this village being sort of like enslaved by the Yuan-ti, and also found out what is Wanderlust. But whether or not you will pursue this other lost city that they have apparently found is a story for another day. And with that, this adventure goes to a close.
And Get Out puts these goggles back on her face.
And Mau Mau will tell Screaming Wind, you gain your sort of like, you get to rest, you gain
Usual rewards.
The usual rewards. Now, what I don't know is because there are 2 specifically, do you both now have 2 potions?
No, you have one.
You get one each.
Just the one. Dang.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Now you all have Dirty Swamp potions of healing, goggles a night, and well, you'll get your reward. We'll just say, we'll say Mau Mau, because you delivered the first letter. Mau Mau comes back, and there is a reward for the information there. And so, yeah, you get your gold. It is, you didn't negotiate, but it's fine. 200.
We were just pleased to be there.
Yeah. Cool. You get your gold, you get your earn, and we will see what happens next week.
So I will say at some point during the travel back, Quinn wanders off in the direction of some of those zombies. That is because next week, the continuation of this adventure and the finale of this trilogy, Whispers in the Dark, will be run by me.
So no Quinn.
Yeah. So no Quinn. Quinn won't be back for a little bit, but I will be running the finale of this first half of the season, Whispers in the Dark. So stay tuned.
Thank you very much, and I hope you guys had fun.
We always have fun.
Always fun.
All right.